on, and we are live. Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us for a 4-player tutorial and playthrough of Shackleton Base. As always with these live streams, please let me know if you can hear me and you can see me okay in the chat. Bill's joining me today.
Hello.
Rob and Chris.
Hi.
We've all played this game before. This will be my 5th game of it. You three have all just played it this afternoon, so we're not going to be doing a full teach up front. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be teaching you the rules as we play. I will give you an overview at the start. This is a sponsored playthrough video. Huge thank you to Sorry We Are French and Hachette Games UK for arranging this and for sponsoring the video. As such, because it's a sponsored playthrough video, you're not going to get any actual personal opinions on the game. Our job here is to show you how it plays, to either help you learn how to play if you've already bought it or you're going to be buying it, or to show you how it plays to help you make a decision about whether it's the kind of game that you would like. As long as we help you make that decision, that is our job done. So Shackleton Base. There is a crater on the moon, which is the Shackleton crater. We are in the future. This is not present day, unfortunately, and we are building up a base on the moon. We're going to be building up the base together, but this is not a cooperative game. It is a competitive game. We're going to be playing the game over 3 rounds. I don't know what period of time a round represents. I don't know whether it says that in the rulebook. It might do. It might be a year. Who knows? But we're going to be playing a game over 3 rounds, and we are going to be scoring those nice, juicy victory points. Now, Rob won the game this afternoon by spending 3 hours saying, I'm doing terribly, don't pick on me. And then he went and won the game this afternoon. So, overview of the game. What are we going to be doing? Well, we've each got our own player board. We're going to be placing various pieces on the board. We are going to be getting astronauts that come in every turn. Shuttles arrive and we get 6 new astronauts. Astronauts come in 3 flavours. We have... What flavour could this be? Lemon. Lemon flavoured astronauts, which are the yellow ones. These are engineers. We have cherry or strawberry flavoured astronauts. These are the technicians. And we have blueberry flavoured. Yeah, blueberry flavoured astronauts. Do not eat these, by the way. I'm not suggesting you should eat them. These are scientists. But we're going to be getting astronauts, and then we're going to get 6 each round. And we're going to be using those astronauts to perform various actions on the board, which could be constructing buildings and various other things that you're going to be doing in the game. Now, one thing that makes this game replayable is the fact that it comes with 7 different corporations in the box, and you only play with 3 of them. Now, once you're experienced with the game, I think you can choose whichever 3 you want to play, or you could decide randomly. We are using the ones that are recommended for your first game, because the idea of this video is it's aimed at people who just want to see what the game has to offer. So we have moon mining, we have selenium research, we have Artemis tours. This will be my 5th game with these 3. I am desperate to try out some of the other ones, and I've been told that these 3 are the easier ones for your first game. So I think the other ones are going to provide a bit more interest and a bit more advanced rules. So let's go through the 3 different corporations and what they do. First of all, Artemis Tours is about tourists. So these, even though they've got a nice letter, big A on the front, these are tourists. And these will be coming from Earth, and these will be wanting to take lots of photos and, you know, post things on social media and things like that. And essentially you will get points for these tourists when they go back to Earth. But also there are activities that you can do to send them on, which will get you extra points over the course of the game. We have moon mining. Now, moon mining is a company that wants you to send it stuff. So there's a combination of rare earth and helium-3, which we can extract from the moon, and we can basically use these, we can send these resources back on the shuttle to Earth to get points and various other things. And the third one we're playing with is selenium research, which is all about the research. There are little research tokens, and these come in 3 different types, and we can use these research tokens to conduct experiments. And this will get us all sorts of various bonuses and things like that. Now, you may have seen that each of these corporations has cards associated with it. There are 9 projects associated with each corporation. And what you do is you shuffle those projects, put them in a deck face up, and then you put 1 card next to it. So there are always 2 projects for each corporation next to each one. And I think the game is going to play very differently depending on which ones you play. Right, let's give you a quick overview of how the game plays before diving into the detail. 3 rounds. In each round, shuttles will arrive. They will give us astronauts. We then use those astronauts for 3 different things. We can either place them around the crater, which does various things. We can use them in the command center, I think it's called over here, or there's the lunar gateway. We do that individually, one at a time, until we've each done that 6 times. That's the end of the action phase, and we then do a little bit of maintenance where we will gain additional workers, the tourists will go back, and various things like that. After 3 rounds, we do final scoring. There is a little bit of final scoring shown on here, and the one with the most points wins. Right then, setup. We've done some of the setup for you already. We've chosen the 3 corporations, and if you look at the board, let's see if I remember to press the right button. Is it this one? Yes, it's this one. What we've got around this central here, which is the base at the start of the game, we have these 3 corporation tokens. These are the corporation tokens from the 3 corporations that we're actually playing with today. So there's always 3 corporations, and what you do is you just randomly place them out. And before the game starts, in turn order, which has been decided randomly, we are going to choose one of our characters. We've already chosen a character who has a special ability, and we are going to place our first dome on the board. So on your player board, you have domes, workshops, laboratories, and your headquarters. And we're each going to place our starting dome into one of these 6 sectors here. And this is done in this player order. So Bill, you're first.
I'm going to go here and get some stuff.
Stuff is always good.
Stuff is always good.
So rules about building. There is a fundamental rule about building.
Thanks, Chris.
You cannot build a building in a sector unless that sector is powered. By powered, I mean there is a solar panel in that sector. Right now, there is no solar panel in that sector. So what we've got to do is we've got to take this one. We always start from there and go clockwise, and we put it in there. Now, normally during the game, there is going to be a cost to build this solar panel, and it will increase the energy that the base has, which is shown down here. But in setup, we don't need to do that. We just put a dome into the sector, we take a solar panel, we put it there, and then the final thing is Billy's going to activate this token. So the 3 different tokens do different things depending on the corporation, and the one for selenium research is very simple. He gains a green sample and a blue sample. So he's got those, and next is purple, which is me. Well, I'm going to do something different from what I did in the previous game. I'm going to go here, we're going to power this sector, and I'm going to activate this token, which is I gain 1 tourist. So I take 1 tourist from the board, and that tourist has to go on my player board. And if I just show you my player board, you will see that there is a space in the top left which can have any 1 worker. And because I've built a dome, I now have a space there. So I'm going to put this tourist in there for now. If you ever take one of these, either an astronaut or a tourist, and you don't have space for them, then you can't take them. So that's me done. Next is Chris.
I'm going to also try and do something different to
Okay.
what I did this afternoon.
Yep.
I'm going to go there.
So we're going to pop that in there.
Yep.
You take a green sample and a blue sample.
Yep.
And Rob.
It looks like I've got no choice.
You still have 3 choices. You could go for an astronaut, and nobody could bother with moon mining. We could shun them.
Okay, well, let's go with an astronaut.
Okay.
I'm shunning the moon mining.
Interesting. So none of us have gone with
helium.
None of us gone with helium-3. So we discovered this. Well, I discovered this the first time I played it. But this is a game where I think, and I don't want to give too much strategy advice because I'm no expert at the game, but I think you need to dabble a bit with all 3 corporations. And Fabio, one of the designers of the game, is in the chat right now. Thank you very much, Fabio, for joining us tonight. Are we right in thinking that you should try and do a bit of everything? And the reason for that is there are goals associated with each corporation. And each player has 3 goal markers, and you can only place 1 goal marker on each. So in the game that we played this afternoon, I did this one a lot, but I didn't do these whatsoever. And what that meant is I didn't actually play, I only placed 1 goal marker. Whereas if you dabble a little bit in each, even just to get your goal out, then it's probably worth some points. So yeah, my advice, if you want some strategy advice based on my plays so far, is that you actually do need to do a little bit of everything, but maybe concentrate more on one of them than the other, because then it could be worth more points. Not that we normally give strategy advice in games, but yeah, right, that is the setup done. So we're now going to play through the first round of the game, and we have a round sequence, and it starts with this. This is the shuttle phase. So what's going to happen is we are going to deal out a number of shuttles at random equal to the number of players plus 1. Now, there are 5 shuttles included in the game. So in a 4-player game, we are going to place all of the shuttles out. Then, in reverse turn order, we will all choose one of the shuttles. That shuttle will tell us, and I'll just show you an example here of a shuttle. There is an example. It will tell you which resources you're going to get. It will tell you which astronauts you get. And it also has an initiative value. And then, after everybody has chosen a shuttle, in the order of the numbers on the top, that determines the actual turn order for the round. So if you take the number 5 shuttle, you are going to be going last. And then the shuttle which isn't used, the astronauts on it will go into the lunar gateway. And you'll see that in a minute. So let's go through this. Let's take the shuttles for round 1. Let's move the ones for round 2 and round 3 to one side. Chris, would you mind laying those out? And Fabio is saying, yes, you should aim to get a goal on all 3. I didn't in the previous game and didn't do very well. Okay, so in the current reverse turn order, we pick shuttles. Now, Rob traditionally goes last and then complains about how terrible it is and then wins the game. So what are you going to go for this time?
I didn't expect to win. So
We are going to rub that in.
I'm going to go for number 4.
Okay, shuttle number 4. So you gain 2 titanium, 1 rare earth, and 6 money. So the resources in the game, money, which you're going to need to buy things with. There is titanium that you're going to need to build things with. And there's also rare earth. Rare earth is used to build solar panels. It's used to build some buildings. And it's also used to deliver to moon mining. They are the 3 resources in every game. In this game, we also have helium-3. This is an additional resource which is only used if you're playing with moon mining. Similar to the tourists are only used if you're playing with Artemis tours. So there's a lot of modular components for this game that you will only use if playing with particular modules. Chris, you're next.
I think I'm going to take 1.
Shuttle number 1. Okay, it's me next, isn't it?
2 titanium, 6 money.
I'm going to go shuttle number 2.
I will take 3. Yeah, I tend to do badly when I've got too many decisions to make. So this is I quite like.
We are
being
restricting your
last.
choice. I'm going to put my resources.
Which one did you say?
3, please, Chris. Thank you.
Right, so that's my shuttle. And then the one that isn't used, this is what goes in the lunar gateway. So in the lunar gateway, we need 2 engineers, 2 yellow engineers, 1 red technician, and 3 scientists. Now, there is a rule that I want to mention at this point. At this moment in time, there can be no more than 4 astronauts of each type in the lunar gateway. That limit only applies right now. So once we're past this point, if something was to happen that would add more, that's fine. But right now, if there were already 3 blue astronauts in there, we would only add 1, for example. That's mine. Thanks very much. And then we reorganize the turn order based on numbers. So I'm number 2.
First.
3.
Purple will be second. Green's third. Brown's last.
Okay. Now, just before we start, we're going to go through each of our individual player powers and explain how they work. I'm just going to show you mine in more detail. So each of the player powers has an A side and a B side. It's recommended that you use your A side for the first game, but once you've played your first game, you can then switch to the B side. And you'll notice there are 2 different powers on here. This is the power that you start with at the start of the game, but once you've built your headquarters, your ability changes to this one. So my ability right now, and this might not make any sense to you, but before I take my turn to place one of my astronauts on the board, I can spend 2 money to swap them with 1 from the lunar gateway. And then I perform an action with the one that I've just taken. So in other words, the colour of the astronauts is really important. And let's say that I start my turn and I don't have a technician, but I really want to place a technician. So what I can do, my special power is I can spend 2 money and say, sorry, Brian, I don't want you. Hello, Frank. And then I place Frank on the board. So that's my special ability. Chris.
So I have a money discount of 1 every time I fund a project.
Funding a project means buying one of these cards, and
Yeah, or if I've built my base, then I get
it gets even bigger
a
discount.
-3 money discount.
Yeah. So yeah, Chris's character is good at funding projects. Rob.
So I don't think we've covered the rules yet for this, but when I activate a sector where I'm not present, normally it's free where you're present.
Yep.
That's right. But when I'm not present, I have to pay other people.
Yeah.
But it's only ever a cost of one.
It's only at the cost of one. We'll see this in more detail, but if I just look at the board here, you will see around the outside of the board, these are spaces where we're going to be placing astronauts, and these range between 1 and 3, and it's a cost. Rob treats all of these as if they were 1.
Well, mine's quite straightforward. So whenever I'm building, whenever I do a building action, I can spend money on a 3-to-1. I think it's only once. I can spend 3 money for a titanium or a rare earth rather than use the
So
resources.
you know a guy.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, so that is phase 1 done. Right, we now go into phase 2, which is the action phase. This is the main part of the game, and what's going to happen in this turn order, we are going to take it in turns to take one of our 6 astronauts and place it on the board. There are 3 main things that you can do. You can go down here. Let me just get the names of these actions correct. This is exploiting the crater, which basically means putting your astronaut on somewhere around the outside of the board and then activating all of the sectors in that particular line. We'll go into that in more detail later on. The second option you've got is going to the command center and performing either one of the 3 command actions, which is to build a building, fund a project, or perform corporation actions. And the third option that you have is to visit the Lunar Gateway. If you visit the Lunar Gateway, and this is not the same as my special ability, this is you place one of your astronauts in the Lunar Gateway, you take one of them out, but the one that you take out doesn't go into your supply, it goes into your base. So you're basically exchanging that one for one there, and you get to do some other stuff as well. I'll explain them in more detail as we go through them. Chris, what do you want to do as your first action in the game?
I think I'm trying to decide whether it's build or exploit first. I'm trying to work out the right way, the better way around.
I mean, if you build first, your exploiting will be...
That's it. I think what I'm going to do is build. So if we do a yellow...
Yep, so you're going down to the command center?
Down to the command center,
Right,
yeah.
Okay, so just before you do anything else, let's just explain how the command center works. The command center is where you've got 3 possible actions. You can build, you can fund a project, or you can perform 3 corporation actions. Now, the fundamental rule for this, which a lot of people I think will forget, is you can use any worker you want, any type of astronaut on any line. If you look carefully, this is a multicolored square. So you can use any color worker whatsoever. But if you use an engineer, you're going to get a bonus. And if you use a technician to fund a project, you're going to get a bonus. And if you use a scientist to do this action, you're going to get a bonus. So Chris is going to build, and after he's done the build, because he used an engineer, he's going to get a bonus at the end. Now, I did mention that when you build, you're going to be taking one of the markers from your player board. So let's have a quick look at my player board. You have domes. Domes cost 1 titanium to build, and you must build them from left to right. This isn't in the current rulebook, but it is in the FAQ. And you can see the little arrows here to tell you that you have to build the domes from left to right. You also have 3 workshops. These cost 2 titanium to build, but you can build these in any order. You do not have to build them from top to bottom. These are going to give you a special ability during the game if they are occupied by the corresponding coloured worker. You also have your laboratories. Your laboratories cost 3 titanium, 1 rare earth, and the power supply of the base drops by 1. We'll come back to that in a minute. And then finally, your headquarters costs 4 titanium, 1 rare earth, and the power of the base drops by 2. So let me quickly just talk about the power of the base. The base has, it's this button here. This is the current power of the base, and it starts off on here, as you can see by the outline. And certain things that you will do in the game will reduce that power, and other things that you do in the game will require the base to have a certain amount of power. Power will go up once solar panels are constructed, but essentially this is kind of a shared resource, and this icon here is reputation. So as you build solar panels and you move this power marker up, you're going to gain reputation. If it's ever in these top 2 spaces, you cannot build a solar panel. because the base already has enough power. Now, when I was setting up this game earlier on, I came across a rule which I thought I'd better share with you three. Remember that we're going to trigger some abilities like this one, which allows you to build a solar panel for free. If the energy marker is here or here, you are not allowed to do that action.
Okay.
Right, makes sense.
Okay?
Yeah.
Because the base does not need any solar panels. And there are experiments that also allow you to build a solar panel for free. You cannot do those experiments when the marker is there. That's how I understand the rule book. There will be people in the chat telling me if I'm wrong. So, what are you going to build? What are you going to build?
I'm going to build this one.
Workshop number 2.
Workshop number 2.
So that costs you 2 titanium.
Yep.
Now, when you build on the board, as we saw during setup, you can actually build in any sector you want to. You don't have to build adjacent to one that you've already built in. If Chris wanted to build here, he could. Notice that in each sector, there is space for 1 dome, 1 workshop, and 1 laboratory. And each player can only be in each sector once. So although Chris is already here with a dome, Chris cannot build his workshop in the same sector. He can build it here, here, or here. And if he does, he can just put it on the board because that sector is already powered. If he wants to put it anywhere else, he's going to have to put a solar panel there, which means, where are we at the moment? We're here. So solar panels cost 1 rare earth, and that solar panel will then go into the sector where you're building. So where do you want to build your workshop?
I'm going to go here, I
Put it
think.
there, typical. So you don't need to buy a solar panel.
Nope.
And that's that done. So that workshop that Chris has built this workshop. Now, what this workshop does, for each technician in this workshop, it's going to give him a discount on funding projects. If you remember, Chris's special ability is all about funding projects. So he's going to be doing this a lot. But in order for him to gain this ability, he's going to have technicians here. Now, at the moment that you build a building, you may, if you have any astronauts currently on your base, you may move them into that building at that moment in time. You can't just rearrange your people whenever you want to, but when you build a building, you may put them in. You currently don't have any people in your base, so you can't do that. But now let's talk about the bonus, because I did say that if you use an engineer to build, you're going to get a bonus. Now, what this bonus is placing a corporation token in the sector where you have just built. So there are 3 corporations. There are always 3 corporations, and each one comes with 4 corporation tokens. Now, this sector here already has a corporation token from Artemis Tours. That means that Chris cannot add another one of that type. So he can either add a selenium research token or a moon mining token to either there or there. And that token is going to come off the appropriate corporation sheet. So
I'm going to take this one, selenium research,
and put it there.
Put it there.
Okay. And then whenever you do that, whenever you place one of these on the board through this, you immediately get to activate it. So Chris is going to gain a red sample and a blue sample. And that's it. Now, some of the actions you'll do in this game are a lot shorter than that. The build action is a more complicated one, and I've had to explain how building works, what the workshop does, and everything else. But that is essentially the build action done. It's me now, and I haven't been thinking at all about what I want to do because I've been concentrating on teaching, but my original plan is out the window. I do have 1 titanium, so I could build myself another dome if I wanted to, but I don't know whether I want to fund. Do I want to fund an early project? Because I didn't really do projects in the last game, but I'm tempted in this game to do more of them.
Cheaper earlier, that's for sure.
Yeah. That workshop should be there. I'm cheating already. No, I'm gonna build as well. Yeah, I think I'm gonna build as well, but I'm gonna build a dome. So domes must be built from left to right. So I'm going to build a dome. Domes cost 1 titanium. I have 1 titanium. Now this dome cannot go in any of these existing sectors that already have power because the dome space has already been taken up. So I'm going to have to put this somewhere else in a sector which hasn't yet been powered. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it in this sector here. Again, I could go over here if I wanted to. I can go absolutely anywhere, but I'm going to go here. And because the sector's not powered, I'm going to have to get a solar panel in there. So the cost of building a solar panel is here. And you can actually build a solar panel even if you don't need one. Once per turn, when you are doing an action in the command center, you can spend 1 rare earth, you build a solar panel. So the next solar panel is this one. Unfortunately, this only generates 1 power. It's not a very good one. But that 1 power goes to there. I gain a reputation. Yay, everybody loves me. Well, some people do. So technically what happens is the solar panel, when you build it, goes into the middle, because I could do that even if I didn't need it. But as it is, I do need it. It goes there. That has been built. And again, like Chris, because I used an engineer to build, I now get to place a token around this sector. Now, this sector, the outer sectors, only have 1 space. And I can choose whichever one I want to. So I think I'm going to take an Artemis Tours token, please. And that's going to go there. Now, you might be thinking, well, hang on a minute. Is that allowed? And let me just zoom in on this part and show you. Because what we've now got is we now have a sector with 2 tokens around it. And didn't I just say that wasn't allowed? I didn't. So what I said was, when Chris was building in here, he was not allowed to put another token of the same type in the sector because there was already one in that sector. But I'm not building in that sector. I'm building in this sector. And this sector doesn't have an Artemis Tours token. So I'm going to place one. The net result of that is that this sector now does have 2 tokens. But that's fine. That is allowed. So what did I do? I paid my cost. I built a solar panel. The energy went up. My reputation went up. I placed the token. I haven't activated the token. Could I have another tourist?
You certainly may. There we go. Very good.
Hello, Sheila.
Hmm.
Right.
Oh, choices. Now, I think, while I can afford it, I did get into money trouble before. But
You did.
I did. So
They all went bankrupt in that.
I'm going to fund a project.
You're going down to the command
So
center.
I'm going down to the command
Yeah,
center.
and just while we talk about this command center, you may have noticed that these spaces cost money to go on. So this is why there's a little bit of a rush for doing the actions here. And this is the side for 4 players. If we were playing with 3 or 2 players, there's an overlay that goes over here. And yeah, the more if somebody wanted to place an astronaut here now, it would cost them 1 money. So funding a project. There are 6 cards available, 2 for each corporation. And the cost to fund a project is actually shown. I'm just going to show you Artemis Tours here. So at the start of the game, this was the cost to fund a project. But because one of the tokens has been removed, the cost has actually increased. And that cost is money. So it's going to cost Bill 5 money to fund a project from Artemis Tours. This here is the power requirement. So the power has to be at least 5, and it uses 1 power to actually fund the project. So the power is 7, so we're good. You're going to spend 5.
Easy come, easy go. There we
The
are.
power goes down by 1. And when you fund a project, it basically means take the card and put it in front of you. Which of those
So I'm
cards do
going
you
to be
want?
taking this one.
Okay.
Getting astronauts was a problem last time.
It was. Now, a lot of these cards, in the top left, there is an icon, and that is an instant benefit for taking the card. This one doesn't have one, but it does have a corporation action on it, which Billy's going to be using later on in the game. And there is a thematic association. The card is called Charter Flights, and there's a picture of a space shuttle. Basically, as a corporation action, Bill can spend 3 money to gain 3 tourists straight from the board, straight into his base. Also, and I'm just going to show you this on my board, in the bottom right of the card, this is the amount of points that card is worth at the end of the game. So this icon here, this is the symbol for end of game points. And the more and more cards you buy, the more points you're going to get at the end of the game. Also, one quick thing, if Bill had taken this card, then we would have actually moved the top card from there to here, so that there's always 2 cards available. Right, you've funded a project.
And I still, because I use the technician,
Yes.
I've got my my free
Corporation action.
Corporation action.
So if you use a red astronaut to fund a project, then you get a bonus. And that bonus is 1 corporation action. So I'm going to tell you something now that a lot of people, when they're learning the game, get confused by. And I think all 3 of you got confused by this earlier on today. These tokens on the board are called corporation tokens. And you will get to activate them at various times in the game. This is a corporation action, which is not activating a corporation token. It's a different thing entirely. So whenever you see corporation action, it is not these tokens on the board. We'll see activating them later on. So corporation actions. Each corporation has a specific action related to it. And there is also on the reputation track here, we've not really spoken about reputation yet, but there are a series of corporation actions on that track. And the higher your reputation, the more of them that you have access to. Quickly, briefly go through them. The corporation action of moon mining is to do one of these deliveries. You know, I said that moon mining is all about they want stuff. So as a corporation action, you can make one of these deliveries and that will cover the space over, which means nobody else can use it until the next round. Selenium research, the corporation action here, is to spend your samples to do one of the experiments. So this experiment requires 1 blue sample and 2 green samples, for example. We also have Artemis tours, and the corporation action here is to send astronauts that you have in your base to one of your cards. Remember earlier I said that another use of astronauts is if you have them in your base, you can send them out on like excursions, and that will generate you extra stuff. That's what that is. Bill, you have 1 corporation action. Oh, and you have your own.
And I have my own corporation action, which I'm not going to use because it's quite expensive, and I'm already skint. So I'm just going to use the fairly basic one, which is just to give myself 2 advances on the reputation.
So the default corporation action on the reputation track that everybody has access to at the start of the game is to gain 2 reputation, and that is one way that you will be able to move up the reputation track as we go along. Right. So you're done. You played there.
I'm done. I'm all
funded
done.
a project.
Yeah, exactly.
Rob, your go.
So I think I'm going to buy a contract.
You're gonna fund a project
Fund
as
the
well.
project. Yeah.
Okay, but you're using a red one as well.
Yes.
Okay, so which project do you want to fund?
So I think I'll take this one.
Okay, so the cost of doing that is 4 money.
Yeah.
The power needs to be at 4, which it is, and it costs 1 power. So the power goes down by 1, and you're taking this one.
Yep.
Okay, so this does have an ability in the top left, which is a build. So once Rob has taken this card, he's actually going to get to build something, and then he's going to get the bonus afterwards.
Yep.
There you go. Like that.
So the only thing I could afford to build one of these, couldn't I? So I'm going to build a.
Yeah. Well, take the card. I'm just going to put that there. Did you spend the 4 money?
I have spent.
You spent the 4 money,
Yeah.
so you've got it. You get
Yeah.
to do a build. What do you want to build?
I'm going to build this
Okay,
for 2 titanium.
2 titanium for the workshop. And where's it going to go?
So wherever I go, I have to put one of these.
Unless you were to go into a sector which is already powered.
So I'll go here.
Remember, you're not going to get this bonus.
No.
Because you're just doing the build action.
Yeah.
You're not doing the build action from the command center.
Yeah. But if I went there, I'd have to power it and I'd have to pay my.
You'd have to pay your rare earth, but that would increase the power by 2, which would get you 2 reputation.
Tricky. I think I'll go here.
Everybody's going into my places. No, it's fine. I don't mind. I've set some dynamite charges there anyway.
Yeah. But I wouldn't be able to place anything there, would I?
You wouldn't be able. Well, you're not placing anything. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
You're not placing a
Yeah,
token.
that's right. Yeah. Makes sense. So actually, I want to go here.
Okay. So it's not powered.
Yeah.
Which means you're going to need to spend a rare earth
Rare earth
to build a solar panel. That solar panel generates 2 power for the base.
Yeah.
Which gets you 2 reputation.
Yeah.
So reputation goes up by 2. You've got a fly on the moon.
Yeah.
Right. Now, what Rob has just built is the bottom workshop. Now, what that does is for each scientist which is working in that workshop, he gets a discount on the command center actions. So remember the command center that we saw here, and there is a cost to go on these spaces. Well, Rob is going to get a discount on placing astronauts here for each scientist that he has working in that workshop. Okay. Are you done? No, you're not. You've got a corporation action to do.
Yeah. So I think the only thing that I can do at the moment probably is one
Probably 2 rep.
That, 2 rep. Yeah.
Two more rep.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Back to you, Chris.
I am also going to fund a project.
Wow, we're all doing this.
We are all doing this.
I don't know if there's a bit of groupthink going on here.
and reactions this afternoon, possibly.
Yes, possibly.
Yeah.
But this is unusual for us all to be doing the same thing down here. But this is what's happening in this game. So that's going to cost you
It's
1
gonna
money.
change a little bit. Yeah, that's 1 money.
Okay.
for doing that.
And which project are you going to fund?
I'm going to fund this project.
Okay, so that's going to cost you 5 money.
-1.
Oh, -1 because of your special
Yeah,
ability.
So
So
4
4 money.
So I'll get 1 back.
The power needs to be at 5,
Which
it
it is.
and the power drops by 1.
Yeah.
Now that is an end of game scoring card
Yeah.
that Chris has just taken. So anytime you see the hourglass in a pink background, that's end game scoring card. But for taking it, you get 1 of each sample.
So 1 of those, 1 of those, and 1 of those. Okay.
And because you used a technician, you get a corporation action.
Yep. And I'm going to use the corporation action of Selenium
So let's have a look at
Research.
it. So Chris is doing this corporation action, which means he can spend some samples to take any one of these experiments. And if
Yeah.
you had multiple corporation actions, you can buy more than one, but they only replenish at the end of your turn. So which of those do you want to buy?
So I'm going to get this one,
Okay.
which will cost me 2 green samples.
2 green and a blue. And immediately you get a red sample back, and it has income on it. So anytime you see the hand symbol, that's income, and we're going to get income at the end of each round. You take that, pop it somewhere nearby. We can't see it there yet.
There's there, okay.
In fact, we can't see your.
And you're not.
Just pop them there for now.
Yeah, it's fine.
And we probably need to put them there.
Right.
There we go.
Fine.
Okay. So you're all done. I think
Does
it's
that one get replaced?
that gets
now?
replenished at the end
Yeah.
of Chris's
Yeah.
turn. Yeah.
Please be affordable. Be a nice one. Okay.
Right. Well, I know exactly what I want to do.
Mm.
And it's funding a project, but everybody else seems to be funding projects, and I kind of wanted
not
to do
cheap.
something different, but I'm going to have to fund a project. Have I got enough money to fund this project? I have exactly the right amount of money. So I'm going to go on there for 2 money. I'm just going to spend the 7 now, because it's 2 money to go there, and then it's 5 money to fund this project, and the power goes down by 1.
Really good money earning that.
We've got a moon casino.
Very
So
nice.
there's no immediate benefit. It is worth 4 points at the end of the game. But also at the end of the game, I'm going to get 1 point for every 3 money that I have. Money is not normally worth anything at the end of the game. But I have a moon casino. So I'm going to put it there. I'm going to try and get rid of this fly. And because I used the red technician, I get to do 1 corporation action. So I can't do that. I can't do that. I'm going to do that. So I'm going to do the corporation action of Artemis Tours, which is I can assign as many tourists as I want from my base to slots on my cards. And let me just show you this card that I've just taken. This is the Moon Casino. It has 2 slots, and you must fill them from left to right. And when you fill a slot, you get the bonus that's printed on it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send one of my astronauts there. They're going to do some gambling, get 2 money from me, and then go there. And that is going to generate me 5 money.
Very
Now,
nice.
these tourists, they're going to stay on there till the end of the round. And at the end of the round, they'll go back to Earth. And they'll be worth a certain amount of points. But right now, they go on there. I get 5 money. Awesome. Now, I could do the goal at this point, and I'll explain goals a bit later on, but I'm going to choose not to do the goal at this stage. So that's me done. Bill.
Right, well, this is quite annoying because I'm one short of what I wanted to do, which is the sign of a good game. So I'm going to do a build action,
You're going to do a build.
but it's not going to be quite as big as the building I was hoping to build.
There's 1 money to go on there.
And then
And what you're going to build?
I'm going to build one of these. I'm also going to spend one of these
For a solar
to get
panel?
the solar panel, which is that one there.
So that generates 2 energy for the base,
Yep.
which gets you 2 reputation.
And I'm going to put it there. And I'm going to build one of these in there.
And then because you used an engineer,
Well, I
you get to place a corporation token. So it can't be a helium-3 token.
No,
it can be
it can't
either
be.
one of those 2.
I wonder if it's worth making astronauts more expensive, but I'm not going to be that cruel. I will get. I'll get one of these.
Yep.
And
And then you immediately activate it.
I will get a green and
So
a
you get
red.
a green sample and a red sample. And
Thank
Rob.
you.
Well, I think I'm going to need some money soon, so I'm just going to go in here.
Okay, so Rob is using the Lunar Gateway. So let's explain how the Lunar Gateway works. First of all, you place one of your astronauts into the Lunar Gateway. So you've placed that one in there.
Yeah.
The next thing that happens is you gain 3 money. So that's nice and simple. You just gain 3 money. The next thing is that you take any astronaut except for the one that you've just placed in there. So Rob placed this one in there. He can take any of these others out. So he can take one of the same colour. You just can't take the exact one out. But that one doesn't go into your supply. It goes into your base.
Yeah.
And then, after you've done that, Rob's going to get 1 corporation action. So you've taken the scientist, you've put him in your base, which means you are now getting a discount on this, and you get 1 corporation action.
So I'm going to take a titanium.
Yeah, so let's have a quick look at the corporation actions on the reputation scale. So I mentioned at the start of the game, everybody's default corporation action is to gain 2 reputation. Well, Rob's reputation is already at 4, which means he's got access to this corporation action instead. So he could still gain 2 reputation, but he's chosen to do this one, which you can do if you're 4 or higher, and that gets you 1 titanium. Quick note about this, if you are ever doing multiple corporation actions at the same time, then you may not choose the same one from the reputation track at the same time. You can do multiple corporation actions from the other places, but not here. So if you ever got 3 corporation actions, you could do 3 different ones, but you cannot do the same one more than once. Right, so you went there, you did that, you're done. Back to you, Chris.
Okay, I'm going to send my...
Okay, so the bottom one in the command center is 3 corporation actions, as we've just mentioned. So which 3 do you want to do?
Right. I think I'm just going to go 2 up reputation
2 up the rep.
to start.
So you can't do that again.
Yeah, and then I'm going to do selenium research again.
Yeah.
And spend these 3 red samples to
do
get
that
this one.
experiment,
Very
which
nice.
immediately gets you 2 rare earth.
Yep.
Now that doesn't replenish until the end of Chris's turn.
And then I'm going to do the moon mining.
So you're going to do one of these
action as well.
deliveries.
Yes.
Which one do you want to deliver?
So I'm going to do the far left one here, I think.
Yep. So this is, he has to spend 1 rare earth. He gets 2 victory points, and his reputation goes up by 2. And then he covers that space over with a crate to say nobody else can do that this turn.
Nicely done.
Okay.
I feel like Eeyore. Nobody loves me.
I didn't get do very good with rep this afternoon, so I'm feeling I need to a little bit.
So
that's all of my 3 actions.
That is your 3
And I
corporation
placed
actions. But
yeah.
as a bonus, if you place a blue scientist on this bottom action, this is the bonus. Now you have seen this icon before. This icon is you take somebody from the Lunar Gateway and put them into your base. So you get 1 of those astronauts and they go into your base. I think I know which one you're taking.
Somewhat surprisingly,
and
I'm
where
going to
you're
take
putting
the
them.
red one and put them there.
Yeah. Okay. So, my go. Well indeed. I mean, I'm happy with that. Oh, we need to replenish that as well.
We do, yes.
But other stuff is not going quite so well. I think I might... I'm thinking of exploiting the crater, even though I've been gazumped there by Chris's workshop. But it's still okay. I'm still in there. I'm just thinking ahead to when these astronauts are going to get allocated. But for me to build anything else when I have no titanium, yeah, I can't build anything else. So, and I could use my special ability. Right, here's what I'm going to do. I am going to exploit the crater. So we need to explain how this works. The exploiting the crater rules are actually printed down here. I'm going to show you just my player board because I know you can't see them, but you'll be able to see them. They're printed down here. But when you exploit the crater, you place one of your astronauts onto one of the spaces around the outside of the board. And I'm actually going to place them here. I'm going to put it on this space here. Now what happens is I am now going to activate all of the sectors in that line as long as there is at least 1 building in them. So I'm going to activate this sector, and this sector. But if I have any building in the sector, even if I don't have the biggest building in the sector, then it's free. So I don't have to pay anybody for this sector. I don't have to pay anybody for this one. But for this one, I have to pay the owner of the largest building. And the amount of money I have to pay them is that. So Rob is the owner of this building. So I have to give Rob 2 money. Hopefully he'll give me some change. Thank you very much.
The right one.
You've got to watch Rob when you're playing it. But now what happens is after I've paid the money, I'm now going to activate each of these sectors. And this is where the type of astronaut that you use makes a difference. If you use an engineer, you're going to get, and this graphically, you can see that it's color-coded to yellow. I'm going to gain the resources printed in the middle of the sectors. If you were to use a red technician, it would generate 3 money. And if you were to use a blue scientist, it would activate these tokens. As it is, I've placed an engineer, I've paid Rob for this, so I'm going to gain a titanium for here, a rare earth for here, and another titanium for here. So 2 titanium, 1 rare earth, and that is my go done.
Excellent. Right. Which is an action I didn't do very much this afternoon, but I'm seeing its value a lot more now. I'm going to the
Lunar
Gate.
Okay.
So I'm going to chuck a scientist in there and get a technician.
Get 3 money.
And get 3 money, put him in there.
Yep. And get 1 corporation action.
Which I'm going to buy
You're going to do some
one on the
experimenting.
left. So I'm going to do some experimenting and get that one. Cheers, Chris. Which gets me a titanium.
1 titanium.
And a rare earth.
1 rare earth.
Thank you very much.
And then that gets replenished. And that's your go done. Obviously, at the start of this video, it's going to take longer than it normally would to play the game because we're doing a full explanation of everything as you go through. So please don't judge the length of this video on how long your game will be.
It does go quite quick, doesn't it? Once you
get to know it, yeah.
I'm going to do the same again.
All right, okay. So 3 money.
Yeah.
Take a different one out. And do 1 corporate, not that,
Oh, sorry.
into your base, and do 1 corporation action.
Yes. So I can gain another titanium.
You can gain another titanium from there. There you go. Right. Well, you guys are all doing that shenanigans. And to be honest, I was thinking of doing the same, but I don't want to be just, following along.
Twice.
Yeah.
I'm more aware now, I think, of what the importance of building up the base properly.
Mm. Well, now that I have,
It's
not me, is it? Sorry,
No,
Chris.
it's all right. I'm just making sure I
It is
wasn't
you.
wrong.
I'll carry on thinking of what I'm going to do.
I'm gonna do something similar. Maybe just put
Everybody's going
into
to the Lunar
there.
Gateway now.
I need money, so
Yeah.
it's gonna cost me 3. No, get me 3. Sorry, not cost me 3. And I'm gonna take a blue person out. Put them there. And then I'll use corporation action to get a titanium. I
You're
think.
going to do that?
Yes, that
Okay.
one. Yeah.
Right, now it's me. Well, building's really expensive, but I'm going to do it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to spend 2 money, and I'm going to spend 2 titanium, and we're going to build this workshop. I'm going to throw it over there. I'm going to build this workshop, and I'm going to build it now. This is interesting. Oh, right. I'm going to build it here. So sector is already powered. So that's fine. And because I used an engineer to build, I'm going to place a token. And I cannot place Artemis Tours or Selenium Research. So I'm going to have to place that. But then I immediately activate it and I gain a helium-3. So I placed the thing, got the bonus. That is me done. Bill.
It is ridiculously expensive to build, isn't it?
It's getting very expensive to build now.
So I'm going
Now, Rob gets a discount of 2 every time he does this action because he's got his scientists. beavering away.
So I think it makes sense for me to exploit the crater. Go to the crater.
Which space do you want to go on?
You'll go there.
Yep. So you're activating
Yeah,
both of these
so
sectors,
both of mine.
and you have a building in them, which means you don't have to pay any money. So let's just have a look at what Bill's going to do here. Bill is activating. There we go. He's activating this line here, and he's activating these two sectors, and he's got a building in them. Now, I mentioned what the 3 different workers do, but just as a reminder, the blue scientist is going to activate corporation tokens. So Bill is going to choose 1 corporation token from this sector, which has to be this one, and then he's going to choose 1 token from this sector, which could either be this one or this one. Now, just for the purposes of explaining this, I'm going to move this to here. Remind me to move it back later, because there is one slight exception to when you're doing this with scientists, is that you cannot activate the same token twice. So in other words, Bill could not activate this sector and choose this one, and then also activate this sector and choose the same one. You can't do that. But in this case, it's not that. So you're definitely getting that.
And I'm going to choose that
And you're
one
going to
as
choose
well.
that
I'm
one
gonna
as
go
well. Okay, so you
big
get
into the experiment.
2 green, 1 red, 1 blue.
Great stuff. Thanks, Chris. Cheers.
Thank you.
And then because there's no bonuses or anything, that's the end of my go, I believe.
Where's my go? Home.
Right, there's a question in the chat that Matt has asked, which is a good question, and Fabio has answered. But the question that Fabio has given me is not the rules as I understood them. So we're just going to pause for a minute. Matt has asked, do you have the option of not adding a token when you build? And Fabio has said the bonus is you either activate a token, or if the token that you do not want is in the sector, you may add it. So just bear with us a minute, because that's not how I understood it. So I'm just going to read what it says here. It says, if there is no choose a corporation. If there is no Fabio is right. Who'd have thought it? The designer's right. So apologies for that. But just to clarify, when you use an engineer to build, the bonus is choose a corporation. If there is a corporation token already in that sector, you can activate it.
Ah, okay.
If there isn't, you add one and then activate it. Okay? So we played slightly wrong this afternoon, but now we know the rules, yeah? So once you have built with an engineer, choose one of the 3 corporations, and if that token is already there, you can just activate that token. Thank you very much, Fabio.
But you always get an activation one way or the other.
One way or the
Yeah,
other. Yes. Now, Paul is also said, when I exploited the crater, could I have gone on the spot on the other end of the line? Yes, I could have done. Well spotted. So what Paul has spotted is that when I went here and I paid Rob 2 money, I could have gone here and only paid 1. There is a very good reason why I went here instead of here, which will be explained very shortly. So well spotted, Paul, eagle-eyed Paul. But there is a reason why I went there. Okay, where are we up to? That was... I've got 2 workers left.
I think it was me. I just did the.
You did that, and you activated that, and you activated that, and you've got loads of samples.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's Rob,
Rob's
I
go.
think.
I'll try not to think too much about your reading for doing that.
Because you might spoil that reason.
Minus 2 costs.
You get a -2 on all of these costs
so
because
I
you
can
have 2
pay 1
scientists.
money to go here.
They're flying.
Yeah.
We got it. Hey.
I'm trying not to totally smudge the board.
To take a contract.
And again, just to remind you, you do not have to put the right colour in the right column. You get a bonus if you do, but you are allowed to put any colour of astronaut here.
So I'm going to pay 5.
Yep.
Um,
And the power needs to be 5 and drops by 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'm going to take this one.
Yep. So that immediately replenishes. And is there a bonus?
No bonus, but this is a corporate action to activate.
And you're going to get to do a corporate action.
Yeah. So I could do this, which is basically send this back
To here
send this to here
and do this.
and do that.
So Rob has a special card that allows him once per round,
Yeah.
to send one of his tourists there
So I'll do that.
and do this as if he'd placed that there. So you get 3 money,
3 money.
and you take one of those out.
which goes
which goes into your base.
Yeah. So I'll take this one.
And then you get to do a corporation action.
Could be to take another.
Could be to take another titanium or 2 rep. Yep.
Yeah. I'll take another titanium. There we go. And that's. And then I get the bonus. Oh no, I can get the bonus from here. Did I take that?
I think that bonus was actually using the card.
Yeah,
And using the card
right,
did that, which got you another bonus.
Yeah. So I'm done.
Okay. Chris.
Okay, I am going to blue to get so I'm going to put my yellow guy into the Lunar Gateway, so that'll get me 3 money. And then I'm going to take.
Sorry, I assume you can't take that one out. Fabio will let us know. Can Chris take the tourist from the Lunar Gateway?
I guess you could for points.
I'm guessing you could.
Yeah.
Otherwise, will he be stuck in there for the entire
Fabio
game?
says yes,
Yeah.
you can.
Yeah.
Well, no, because he'll go back at the end of the round.
Of course he will. Yeah.
Just thinking, this poor tourist. I've gone on holiday.
Yeah, he spent a
Somebody
lot
sent me
of
to the
money.
Lunar Gateway. I'm like, what am I doing here?
To a Lunar game.
Take this blue one, I think.
But presumably nobody's going to get any points for it at the end of the round. 'Cause
No.
we don't know whose it was.
And I'm just going to put them just now. And then I get to do a corporation action, don't I? I can't do any of those. Don't have any. I could use a rare earth to get some more points, but I'm not sure it's worth it, so I'm just going to take a titanium, I think.
Okay,
Yeah.
I go. I'm going to exploit the crater. I'm going to go on here. So I'm activating this line. I have to pay for this one.
Oh, I got some money.
And I only have 1 money.
Oh, thank you, Paul.
So there you go.
That's very generous of you.
I'm now bankrupt. But I'm going to activate all 3 sectors. So this sector is easy. I have no choice. It is to gain a green sample and a blue sample. This sector, I can't gain that one again. And that sector is a tourist. So I gain a tourist and I gain a helium-3. There you go. That is me done.
Right, it is ridiculously expensive.
You're building it,
You're
yeah?
going to make it more ridiculous.
So you helped to define, to be honest. I think so. I think so. Well, I am. It's probably so. It's going to cost me 3, which is expensive. But I have. It's going to cost me 2 titanium, and it's going to cost me 1 red earth for a solar panel.
So you're building a solar panel.
I am building a
That
solar
plus the
panel,
power up by 1, which means you get 1 rep.
and there's my 2 titanium.
Yep.
I'm building this. I'm putting the. Oh, sorry. Oh, there it is.
It's in the middle.
Put that one there.
Yep.
And I'm going to build my thing. Oh, sorry, no. Wrong one. Come on, Bill. Put it there. Build it in there.
Okay. And now with the correct rules, thanks to Fabio, you can choose this corporation. And if you do, you'll just gain a helium-3.
getting that. And I think that's what I'll do, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll just grab some
Gain a helium-3.
Thank you.
That's my go.
It's your go.
Yeah.
So if I go here, I would have to pay Paul 1.
Yes. So this is your sector, so you
Yeah.
don't have to pay anybody for that. But
Yeah.
here, you would have to pay the owner of the largest building.
Yeah.
Which is me.
So I have some money, and I will.
So it's
take-
blue. So you get a helium-3 from here.
Yeah.
And from here, you can get either that, or that.
I'll take a second helium.
Second helium-3.
Thank you.
There you go. Right, we are on our final turns of the first round. And I'm struggling for money.
So am I, but I'm still tempted to do a build, even
Yes,
though it's seriously
yeah,
expensive. But
it is.
I'm trying to work out whether it can get me something back by doing it or not. I think it can. Yes, I think it really can actually. So I'm going to, even though it's not going to get me a bonus, but I'm going to build, which is going to cost me 4 money. And I'm going to build out this. which will cost me 2 titanium. Put it there, which is already powered, so that's okay.
Always has to go one better. I'm going to build a dome.
Yeah.
I'm going to build a workshop.
I think that's it. Today I'm not getting a bonus. I've paid for it. I've paid the cost of putting my guy out. Yeah.
Really changes what I was going to do. Oh dear. And you'll see why in a minute. Why I'm upset about that. Because I'm not going to get those workers now. All that hard work. So can I build? Not really.
It is pricey.
Not really. So I think we need to stick with a plan, which is to go here. I'm going to go to the command center here. I'm going to do 3 corporation actions, and my friends over at Moon Mining, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give them some helium-3 for this, which is 2 points. Yay, points. And 3 money. That's my first corporation action. My second corporation action is I am going to give up a helium-3 and a rare earth for this, which is another 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, and another 3 money. And then my third corporation action, can't be that, can't be that, can't be that, is going to be this, 2 red. And then because I used a blue scientist, I can take one of those. So I could take the tourist, but the tourist is going to go back. So I'm actually going to take this engineer and I'm going to put them here in his workshop. That's it, Bill.
I'm going to use something fairly simple. I'm just going to go here on the belief that I should be able to get him back.
So
And
you
just get lots of
activate
money.
Yeah, so you activate these 3 sectors
so
at no cost, and technicians give you 3 money per activated
I
sector.
think that's 9. Isn't
9
it?
money. And then Rob, to finish off the round.
Yeah. I almost made the decision, but I couldn't quite get there.
Who did a build with a red?
I did. Well,
Needs must.
Yeah, exactly.
Reasons, yeah.
Well,
it's going to suck slightly when I have to pay to maintain them. But
So that would be 1,
yeah.
but you
It's
get it
worth
for
it.
free.
I know.
3 corporation action.
So I've got 2 rep.
Yeah,
I'll gain a.
titanium. So
Titanium.
2 actions, 1 left.
I don't think there's anything I can do with the other one. Is it? Well, I don't want to do that.
4 points for 1 helium.
But this has also got a second use for me
Oh,
because I can use it as
titanium when you build.
maybe
4 points.
Also, that's a free project.
This
isn't it?
is
Yeah.
fund any project for
For
free.
nothing. Yeah, that's useful for later on.
I actually
Okay. So you're foregoing your
Yeah.
3rd corporation action.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe a bit crazy.
Okay, we're done. Action phase is over. So what we now do is we go into wrong button. We go into this. This is the maintenance phase, and we have 5 steps. We first of all perform the maintenance of each of the corporations. Each one of them has its own maintenance rules. We're then going to take all of the astronauts that were placed around the crater, and we're going to give them to the players using a mechanism which I'll show you in a minute. Then it's income. All players will get income. Then everybody must pay their own maintenance costs. So for all of the buildings that you've built and to maintain your reputation, you need to pay money. And then we clear the command center. So the first of those is the maintenance actions for each of the corporations. The maintenance action for moon mining, it's really easy. We just clear these crate tokens. That's it. Selenium research, we get rid of all of the round 1 experiment tiles. And we're going to put out the round 2 experiment tiles. Chris will do that. And Artemis tours, the tourists go home. Now, at the moment, what we do is we look to see what the lowest scoring non-full row is, which is this one. So all tourists are worth 2 points. So I've got 1 tourist. So they go home, I get 2 points. Who else has got tourists? Oh, sorry, I've got these. Another 2, another 2. And then there was a tourist here. All of the tourists go home. That's that done. Right, next, the bit that we've been waiting for. Starting with the top and going in clockwise order, we allocate each of these astronauts that was exploiting the crater to the players who put them in their base. And the way that this is done is it goes to the player who has the largest total construction size of buildings in this row. So in this row here, pink has 3, purple has 3, and green has 1. In case of a tie, you look at the closest sector to the astronaut, and it's whoever's got the largest building in that sector, which is why I was not happy that Chris built this, because by him building that there, he gets this astronaut. So Chris gets that one. Next, we look at this astronaut. This astronaut is in this row. Pink has 4. Purple has 2. Brown has 1. So Chris gets that one as well. Next, we go around to here. And this one both go to Bill.
Thank you very much.
Because he's got the only buildings in that row. And then we go to this one. And this one, it's tied between brown and purple. But in the sector closest to the astronaut, brown. So what happens is Rob gets this one. Now, if you ever gain more astronauts than you have room for at this point, the ones that you choose not to take go into here. But if you are ever full, you cannot take them. So at this point, what you do is you give them all out to the players, and then they choose which ones to take. I don't think we ever had a point where nobody had room for them, but you need to be careful of that. So I didn't get any. Oh joy. Now we do income. Now, just before income, you can rearrange your people on your base however you want to. And the reason why you might want to do that is any astronauts that are working in your domes will generate you income. So your engineers, if they are working in a dome, will generate you titanium. Technicians will generate you money, and scientists will generate you points. So I have this one engineer. What I could do is at this point in the game, I could move my engineer to here, and that means that I will generate some titanium. But I don't want to do that. I want to leave them here because an engineer here is going to reduce my maintenance costs, which we're going to see in a minute. So my income is actually nothing. I have no income whatsoever.
I'm gonna
Do
actually.
you guys want to rearrange your people?
So
Okay, so you get 6 money.
6 money.
6 money is income. Rob, you get a titanium,
Right.
and Chris, you get a titanium, but you've also
Yeah.
got
Yeah. So
that income as well.
2 titaniums.
Yeah. Okay, right. So we've all done income. Next, maintenance. So you have to pay maintenance on all of the buildings that you've built. Your domes are 1, your workshops are 2, your laboratories are 3, and your headquarters is 4. So my maintenance costs are 1, 2, 3, 4. But you also need to pay to maintain your reputation. So my reputation is here, which means I have to pay 1. Chris also has to pay 1. But you two have a higher reputation.
Yeah.
So you've got to buy yourself a new
2, 3,
luxury watch.
4.
Paid 5.
I've got to pay 6.
And that maintenance is reduced by 3 for each engineer you have in this particular workshop. So my maintenance costs are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, minus 3. So I only have to spend 2. And if you can't afford it, if you run out of money, and which
I'm not
Chris
going to
is
be able
about to do,
Um,
then you lose reputation for each money that you can't afford.
So
and if
I've
you
got-
ever go below 0, you lose 2 points. So your maintenance is
So
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I've got 3.
You got 3 money,
Yeah.
so you lose 3 reputation. 1, 2, 3. There you go.
Yeah.
And then the next thing we do is we clear this. And that is the end of the first round of the game.
Paul.
So, feel free to tell us what you think about the game so far in the chat. And if you were just watching to see what the game was and how it played, then you've probably seen enough of it to hopefully help you make a decision about whether it's the kind of game for you. We are obviously going to carry on playing, and you will see how it progresses and changes over the course of the full game. So, round 2. Shuttles. Off we go. We have 5
Do you have
shuttles.
12 money?
You got loads of money.
I did very well from
You got
from dominating
9
that
from
round.
that, and then you got 6
Yeah.
from this.
Oh, yeah. Going for it on the money.
Yeah.
I think that helps because it got me
That really
it got me some bods back
Yeah,
as well.
I was trying to do that, and then Chris
Yeah.
stepped in. And...
Yeah.
Okay, so in reverse player order,
Yeah.
we choose shuttles.
Oh, that'd be me again.
Yes.
So this time, I think I'm going to go for.
Oh yeah, the old shuttles can go back now. We don't need the old ones.
Oh yes, sorry.
I'm going to go for 3, number 3, please.
Three.
The other one.
Oh, yeah.
Put that
There you go.
away.
I'll take your stuff.
Thank you.
I'll go for number 1, please. So 5 money. Cheers, Rob.
Ugh. I don't quite know what it is I'm trying to do. I think I'm going to take number 2.
There we go.
Well, do I want another titanium? Do I want roller, rare earth, or do I want a mix of fun some stuff this turn? Let's go with 5. Oh, sorry. Let's go with 5.
Okay,
Last
so
anyway,
number 4, we need 1 yellow, which we can have, and then we need 3 red.
So I
2
need
blue.
a titanium, a rare earth, 6 money.
Right, turn order. Who's got number 1?
C'est moi. Thank you, Paul.
2. I think I was number 2. Number 3.
I'm last.
Three.
So
3, and Chris is last. Okay, right, off we go. Round 2.
Right.
With you, Bill.
I am going to fund a project. So it's going to cost me 5 because I'm going for this one. Because I need a luxury. What's the
Yeah.
point of having a charter flight unless they've got a luxury
true.
resort to go to?
So it costs you 5 money.
So there's the 5 money,
Power needs to be at 5.
so, which is just about
And the
it.
power goes down to 1. Since we're on round 2, and we didn't mention this earlier, I will mention it quickly now. If the power of the base is ever very low, so if it's ever 0, 1, or 2, then you can spend money to increase the power without building a solar panel. So if the power was here on 1, then you could spend 3 money. The power would go up by 3. So this is an option that is available to you. Now, the current rule book of the game explains this option only in the rules for funding a project, but I have it on good authority that you can actually do this at any time when you are doing a command center action. I think most of the time it only makes sense when you need to fund a project, but you can actually do this at any time. So that's when the power is very low.
And as a result, I get to do a free.
You get to do a corporation
free
action.
corporation action, and I think. Oh,
We need to read
this
the rules
is
on the visitor
tempting.
centre.
I might do that. Let's maximise my things. I'm going to buy that middle one.
this one
Yeah, which gives me a free.
Oh, a free
bill.
workshop.
changes
Yeah.
my choices.
Which seems quite nice,
Yeah.
and I think I'm quite going for. Sorry, Paul. That was.
It's workshop, not laboratory.
Oh, sorry, workshop. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course. I know. I know exactly what these do. But I'm going to have to spend 3.
Yeah, we've not explained the laboratories yet, but we'll explain
I
them.
have to
once we
spend
build
3
it.
to buy one of these. Oh, actually, no, I can't. Because it's only during a build action I can use that.
It's only when you're doing this.
Yeah, so I've got
So you
3
can't actually
workshops. So I can
build a
only
solar
put
panel.
this.
Right,
I can
interesting.
only put this in somewhere that's already powered.
Yeah,
Oh, that's a bit
There's
of a
only-
pain.
there's
That's
only one
really
place
the
you
only
can go.
place, isn't it?
unless there was a solar panel here. If there was a solar panel here, you could
Yeah,
have put it wherever,
yeah.
but there isn't one. And I believe the rules are that you can only build a solar panel when you're doing this particular action.
I think it still makes sense. I mean, it's a free.
But you are doing this action.
No, I was doing a. Oh no, I'm.
You are
am
doing
that
this action. So you
So-
can if you want to.
Oh no, sorry, it's this special power though. I think that is specifically
Oh,
that one
That is only
for
when
me
you're
to,
doing it.
for me to buy things. So
Right.
I will go there because it is the only place I can go. But it's a free.
Yep.
And that is the one I want.
And that was
to
a
do.
free build.
That was a free build.
And how do you do that? Because you funded a project,
Funded a project.
corporation action.
And then by corporation,
doing
I
an
bought
experiment.
that. But by building there, does that now mean I can now activate?
Yeah, that's only if you
Yeah,
do.
if you do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we need a new one of
That was
those.
I think that was still an effective go.
Right, my go. Well, I kind of want to fund one of those projects as well. And I have the money, and there is power, so I'm going to do the same. I'm going to go here. I'm going to fund this project. I think. Yeah, we're going to fund the visitor centre. That goes there. So it costs me 5 money. The power has to be at least 5, and it goes down by 1. And I now have a visitor centre. Awesome. And because I use the red technician, I get to do 1 corporation action. And yeah, can't do that, can't do that, can't do that. So I increase my rep. That's the only thing I can do. Okay, we're done.
Okay. Who's it now? Me.
It's now you.
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to fund the project. I don't have to pay that one because
Because of your
yeah.
workshop. Yep.
I was going to do something different, but I think actually I'm going to do this. I have to spend 5, and that reduces the power down by 1. We're at 5,
Power requirement needs to be 5,
which we're at.
which we're at, and then the power goes down by 1.
Yeah.
So what that means is people can now not currently fund projects, except for Chris, because he's got special abilities.
I'm going to fund this one.
Yep. So I get one of those.
And that gives me a free build.
It does.
So I'm going to spend 2 titanium to build
Another workshop.
this one. Yep. And put it there.
Mm-hmm. And then because you used a technician, you get to do 1 corporation action.
Yes. So I use my corporation action to gain astronauts.
No, that's not gain astronauts. That's put astronauts on cards.
Oh, okay. Gaining astronauts
Is these.
that's right. Yeah. So, in fact, probably gaining rep is the best.
Yep, you can do that.
I don't think there's much else I can do except for spending those, which I don't want to do at the moment.
Okay,
So,
so gain 2 rep.
Yeah.
You're all done.
yeah.
Chris, you're going to fund a project like the rest of us.
Almost feel like I need to before it gets too expensive. No, I think I am going to build, assuming I can, somewhere I want to. Yes. So let's take my yellow and go there.
So what are you going to build?
I'm going to build my last one of these.
Okay.
So that'll cost me 2 titanium.
Yep. Are you putting it in a powered sector?
Yeah, I'm going to put it there.
Okay. So because you used an engineer, do you want to activate one of those, or do you want to put a different one there?
I think I do want to activate one of those. I think I'll take this one.
Okay.
A green and a red specimen. Okay.
Well done. Back to you, Bill.
So yeah.
Okay. I'm going to build. And I'm going to spend. So now I can do that special power. I'm going to spend 3 for a solar panel.
3 for the rare earth,
Using my
and then use the rare earth to build the solar panel, which is this solar panel.
yeah, and I'm going
So the
to
power goes up by 2.
2,
You gain 2 reputation.
which is always nice with my reputation.
And what are you going to build?
And I'm going to build one of these.
Okay. Which is
Which is 3
titanium.
Titanium.
Where's your titanium?
Come on, Bill. Sorry, do
Rewind?
that. Rewind.
So that goes there.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not doing
That
build.
goes down by 2. Your rep goes down by 2.
I'm actually going to do.
Did you take your 3 money back?
I didn't.
There you
Thank you. Right, I'm going to do this instead.
Because you need some
Because
resources.
I need resources.
So you've got a building in each of these.
So I get.
So you get 2 titanium and a rare earth.
and a rare
That's
earth.
it. Nice and easy.
Yeah.
Right.
That's all I get.
My go. I need to place this, and it's going to go here. I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm not 100% sure. No, that's what I'm going to do. We're going to place a scientist here. I pay Bill, because you've got the biggest building in that
Thank
sector.
you very much.
But these two are mine, and I'm going to activate that token from here, that token from here, and that token from here. So I have no choice. It's those 3 tokens. Could I have 2 tourists, please?
You may. There we go.
Anything else? So we're going to put them there for now. And because no, that's it. Yeah, that's it. Rob.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to do a similar thing, but it means I'm going to have to pay. But only my special ability is I only pay 1.
It's only 1. Yeah.
So if I went there, I would have to pay.
You'd have to pay Chris 1 for that and Chris 1 for that.
Yeah. Which is not ideal. What am I trying to achieve? No, I'm not going to do that. Oh, but, see, I need money. So actually, I'm going to do something a bit dull, which is
Lunar Gateway.
Lunar Gateway.
Yeah, Lunar Gateway. Put somebody in, get 3 money, take somebody out.
Yeah, and I'll take a yellow guy out.
Yeah.
And put him here.
Okay, and then you get to do 1 corporation action.
1 corporation action. And I haven't got. I can't use that one.
Nope. So you now have this.
Yes, that's what I wanted to do. Yeah.
Gain a rare earth.
Thank you.
So you're done. So Chris.
I'm going to put a astronaut here.
Okay. So you activate this sector and this sector. You've got a building there, so you don't have to pay any money.
Yeah, and I'm going to activate this one and this one.
So 2 red samples, 1 green sample, 1 blue sample.
Yeah.
And then Bill, you'll go.
Build. Annoyingly. I will spend a red rock for a solar panel.
We're going to do it now. Okay.
Yeah.
So that goes there.
And,
That goes up. Your reputation goes up.
yeah, and unfortunately I can't afford one of those, so I'm going to spend 2 titanium.
2 titanium for your other workshop.
I'm going to put it in there with that,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm going to stick.
Because you used
I'm
an
going to
engineer
stick one of those, a helium, in
in
there.
there, which gets you a helium.
Very much.
Right. Well, I know what I want to do. And I don't have the right. This is where I might end up using my special ability. Yeah, that's painful. Okay. I am going to use my special ability. So I am going to pay... Oh, do I not? Do I? Oh. No. There's definitely some shenanigans that I can do here. There's got to be. I'm going to go here with an engineer. I am going to pay 1 money to you,
Okay.
and then I'm going to gain a rare earth and 2 titanium. Okay, that is me done. You're up next. Has the game reached that point?
Oh, so it's not
Sure
me.
go.
Oh, is it?
I think you should go.
No, it's Rob.
Oh, no, sorry, Rob.
Oh, yeah.
I was saying it was you.
Oh, no.
Came round quickly. Yeah.
No, we're clipping along now.
All right.
We are.
Yeah.
And then I suddenly forgot it was Rob's go next.
So I'll go there.
3 corporation actions.
2 rep.
2 rep. 1 rare earth.
1 more.
And 1 more.
and one more, which could be a titanium.
Could be a titanium.
Yeah, that's,
And then because you used a scientist, you get to take somebody from the Lunar Gateway and put them in your base.
Yeah.
You're doing really well with that bit. Now it's your go.
No, it's
That's
Chris'
my
go.
Oh, sorry, now it's Chris's go.
You're determined to skip my go for someone or another, aren't you?
It's because you built that.
Get me back. Right, before it gets any more expensive than it already is, I'm going to fund a project.
So it doesn't cost you anything because you've got 2 scientists there.
It doesn't. And it's going to cost me 2 less because of these 2 when...
And the power requirement
cost.
is 1 less.
Yeah.
So
But it's fine because the power's where it should.
Fabio is mentioning that we can claim the gold. Yeah, we haven't mentioned the goals yet. I'm going to assume that you are all aware of when you can claim the goals. And when somebody does it, I'll explain the rules. And if nobody's done it by the end of the second round, I'll explain the rules anyway.
I'm going to do this one.
So you need 6 money minus 2, so it's 4 money.
money.
The power needs to be 5 minus 1, which it is, but the power drops by 2.
Yeah. So take that one.
And the immediate benefit
Gets me a rare
rare earth.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, and I placed a red worker, so that gets me
You did.
corporation,
You have to do 1 corporation
as
action.
well.
But yeah, in case you haven't seen it,
Get my
it's
reputation.
this one, I think.
These hideous-
Oh no, it's not that one.
That's what I've been playing for.
You
There and there.
have met that one.
Yeah.
Rob hasn't.
Can I do any of these? I've got 3 of that. Yeah, I'm just going to do this one.
Okay.
I think it's my corporation action, so I'll take that, which will be 1 and
Green 3.
3.
So you get a rare earth. You get 3 points.
And a blue specimen.
And a blue. Yep. Cool. Right.
Mm.
And now it's me. No, it's you.
So I'm.
Who knows
I
what's
think
going
I'll be safe there. I'm going there. To.
Are you activating this
I'm
row?
activating that row,
So you don't have to pay anything.
and I get
Titanium, and a rare earth.
And I am going to claim a thing.
We are going to claim a gold.
I'm going to claim a goal.
Which gold?
I am going to claim that one actually. This one here.
So let's explain how the goals work. Each corporation has 3 goals, and at the end of your turn, you may claim any of the goals, but you've only got 3 gold tokens, and you can only ever claim 1 goal on each corporation. So let's have a look at the goals for moon mining, because these are actually the more complicated ones. So this goal here is for having a laboratory adjacent to a helium-3 deposit, and the first player to claim this goal will get 4 points, and the second player to claim this goal, and you only use this space in a 3 or 4 player game, gets 2 points. This goal is to have 2 workshops next to 2 different helium deposits. 8 points for the first, 6 points for the second, and the third one is for having 3 funded projects, specifically moon mining funded projects. Now remember, you can only do 1 of these in the game. So if you decide to claim this goal, but then later on you end up with 3 of these, you could have claimed this one. So there's a little bit of a, what's the word I'm looking for? Timing.
Yeah. There's benefits in there. So.
And you've got to be careful. You've got to watch the other players, because if you're aiming to go for this one and you're hanging fire and then suddenly 2 other players claim it, you're like, oh, right, yeah, I've missed out on that one. But you're saying that you've claimed this one.
That's the one. So I've
Bill
got
has 2 workshops.
a workshop there and a workshop there, both of them next to a helium.
So you can claim that.
So
So
I'm
you
gonna
put the
go
goal on
for
there,
8.
you get 8 points. But not just 8
Also,
points.
No, I get my.
Because the higher your reputation, the more points you get for claiming gold. And this is the other reason why you might want to delay in claiming a goal, because, yeah, as your reputation goes up, you get more. So your reputation is currently here, which means you get an extra 2 points every time you claim a goal. So it's 10 points.
Yeah, no, it was a tricky one. I mean, I could have hung on,
Waited.
but there was a risk that someone else would have gone for it. So
Yeah. Okay.
and I think it's right, isn't it? You can only claim 1 goal per turn. So I couldn't have claimed 2 goals.
I believe
in that
so.
one turn, yeah.
Flavi's saying, don't forget the reputation bonus 2. Oh, you mean that reputation bonus? Yes, we got that. Yes.
Yeah.
And that was it.
And that's I've got my resources
And
and
I
I've
got
paid
after
my
you.
goal. Yeah.
Right, I know what's going on. So, what did I do last time? I did that. It's not enough to build. Okay, so it is enough to build that. Oh, did we do it? Oh, no, that's interesting. I'm sorely tempted. Right, I'm going to do it. Just watch. I'm going to build. It's going to cost 1 minute, and this is where we work out suddenly I can't. But I think I'm going to build. And I'm going to build a laboratory. So the laboratories cost 3 titanium and a rare earth, and the power of the base drops by 1. You can build the laboratories in any order, but when you build them, you get an immediate bonus for building it, and you then get the bonus of all previously built ones. So for example, if I build this one first, I will immediately get 3 money. If then later in the game I build this one, I will gain this bonus, and I will gain another 3 money. So the order in which you build them can be important. But also, unlike the workshops, these do absolutely nothing at all during the game. But at the end of the game, you will gain points if there are the matching type of astronauts in there. 2 points if there's 1, 5 points if there's 2, and 10 points if there's 3. So I'm going to build a laboratory. It's going to cost me 3 titanium and 1 rare earth, which means I have to build it in a powered sector because I don't have enough rare earth to build the solar panel. So I'm actually going to build this one, and it's going to go here. So I'm not in there, which means I am allowed to build in there. And the bonus for building this one is I activate one of the tokens adjacent to where I am. So I'm going to activate that token, and I'm going to take a tourist, and I'm going to put him in this new laboratory. He's like, oh, what does this do? And because I built, I get to do that. So I can either activate that, or I can put something there. That's really interesting. I'm actually going to put that there, and I'm going to take that and that. I'd completely forgotten I was going to do that. Is that good? Yes, that is good. Right. That's me done. I built.
It's me now.
Yes.
Yes.
Alright, I'm gonna.
Don't forget to reduce the energy by 1. Thank you. I did forget when I built my laboratory. Good spot.
Anything. And I'll build this.
Oh, right. Rob's building his headquarters. So the headquarters costs 4 titanium,
Yeah.
1 rare earth. You're going to have to build a solar panel as well.
Yeah, so that's 2 rare.
So that's another rare earth. That solar panel generates 2 energy for the base, which gets you 2 rep. So your reputation goes up by 2. But then building the headquarters reduces the energy of the base by 2. Now, a headquarters takes up all of the spaces, but it does mean that Rob has, big building. Now, what the headquarters does, and I'm just going to remove mine just to show you this as an example. In the income phase, any type of astronaut in here will generate you 1 reputation. So the more astronauts you have in your headquarters during income, your reputation is going to ramp up. And if you're ever at the top and you gain reputation, you get 1 point for each reputation you cannot gain. And your reputation is worth victory points at the end of the game as well on a 1-for-1 basis. So the other thing is when you have built your headquarters, your character's special ability changes. Now, some of the characters, like this one, it improves. It's a better version. But Rob's is interesting because his ability used to be that he only ever paid 1 on each of those spaces. That's gone now. He now has to pay the value printed on there, but he now gets 1 money for every sector that he activates after he's done the activation.
Okay.
And I think you're almost done, except for you placed a yellow one, so you get to activate that, which is that. You have
So
no
that's
choice.
no choice, yeah.
Right. Chris.
I had a plan, but I feel you're going to foil my plan now by what you just picked up. So
What,
I might
me?
have to think about another plan.
Possibly.
Oh no. Oh no, because then I have to get rid of stuff. That doesn't work.
Who knows?
Does anybody know what Chris is thinking? Answer the
Oh,
poker.
yeah.
Sorry.
You're thinking something broadly
thinking
similar to
out
me,
loud.
actually.
Oh, okay.
That's okay.
Right,
You get to go before me.
I'm
So
gonna send my blue person.
3 corporation
Yeah.
actions.
So we're gonna go 2 up on the rep
2
track.
rep. That's 1.
And guess I could do one of these to get some points. Actually, we'll do this one.
So you're going to deliver some rare earth.
Yeah, for 2
2 points
VPs.
and 2 more rep.
Yeah, and special ability of this one gets me 2 money.
Oh, every time you
Every
deliver
time
rare earth to one of
yeah,
these, you get 2
I
money.
didn't put the rare earth back, so I'll do that as well.
Okay.
So that leaves
I
me.
just can't see money.
Sorry. So that leaves me a third one. I don't think I can do any of those. Nope.
You could just gain a
Could just
titanium
take a
because
titanium.
your rep is now there.
Yeah, I could do another one of those, I guess, if I wanted to, but it doesn't feel.
You could do
like-
that for 4 points and 2 money.
Yeah, I think I'll do that actually as well.
Okay.
Let's do that. So that gets rid of another rare earth.
So another 4 points
Yeah.
and another 2 money.
So I'm gonna.
See what Rob's doing? He's doing it again. He's got no points.
I know.
And then he's going to...
I know, he'll wipe the floor with that.
Well, that's wishful thinking, I think.
Right, so is
Okay,
it me? Isn't it?
I get to do the
Oh, of course, yeah.
special action
You
as
get
well.
to do
don't
that.
I?
So you
So
take one of these and put them in your base.
the other one.
Right. Now it's you. 2 workers left.
Right, okay.
Game
so,
goes a lot quicker when you...
So it costs me
right?
1 to do corporate action.
Yep. 3
I
corporation.
think I'm actually going to be. I'm going to be giving this away. I think because I don't think I can compete with the thing. So once per round, I can do this.
Yes.
Which is to
So you
get
spend 3 money to charter a flight
to get 3
and 3 tourists.
rods into my base.
Yeah.
So that cost me 3. That's one action.
That's 1 corporation action.
Second action, I'm going to send them all off to my luxury resort.
Your luxury resort. So what do you
Which
get
gives
for
me
that?
7 money and 3 victory points.
Wow. So 7
Colour
money.
you green.
That's very
3
good, isn't
points.
it?
Yeah.
Very good.
You got 1 corporation action left.
And I will trade in my 2 helium for 6 victory points.
6 points for green. Now, do you want to complete a goal at the end
And
of
I
the
will
turn?
be completing a
Okay,
goal.
so let's have a
Okay,
look
this
at the
is,
goals for Artemis Tours. The goals for this are a little easier to
I think
explain.
I've lost the race. on
This is
one.
to have 2 tourists on cards at that point. This is to have 3 tourists on cards, and this is to have 4 tourists on cards. Now, Bill right now has 3. You're thinking you're not going to get to 4.
No, I think let's get it now because Chris might get 3 as well, so
Okay.
I might as well nobble in for 2 points.
So it's 8 points to you, plus
Plus
another
2.
2, so 10 points.
Yeah.
Now, that's
I'm not
interesting. So
convinced.
you've claimed 2 of the goals already.
Yeah, 2 of the medium ones.
This is the only one you've not claimed yet. So you're all done.
I am all done. Yeah.
Okay, so my go. I've got 2 of these left. And I built that laboratory, didn't I? Yes, I did build the laboratory. I was going to build my headquarters and then I changed my mind. So I know what I want to do, but I just... It's so
I
tricky.
feel your pain.
It is so tricky. I'm going to spend 2 money to do my special ability of swap that for that. This isn't going to work. Hang on. I just realised I can't then do it because I don't have enough money to do the thing that I want to do. Og. And that's going to be 2 money if I go there. Okay, right. Houston, we have not enough money. So there are there things that I can do? I mean, I can get money by placing one of these. I can get money. But I don't know whether that's... Yeah. Well, I know what I'm trying to get, but I don't think I'm going to be able to get it this turn. I think I'm trying to be too greedy, and it's not going to work. So, where are the ones? There's a 1 there. That's not bad. So that will be spend 1 to gain 9. If I went there, it's spend 1 to gain 9. There, spend 2 to gain 9. There is spend 2 to gain 12. So that's a gain of 10. But Rob will get that at the end. Whereas here, right now, I would get that. So that's a gain of 7, as opposed to a gain of 10. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go there. I'm gonna pay 2 money to Rob. Oh, it's terrible. To gain 12. So technicians gain 3 money for each activated sector. Yeah, that's it. That's
Paul, I'm sorry, I didn't do my bonus
Okay.
action.
Yeah, feel free
Just to
take it.
grab one of these.
Yep.
Oh well. Still can't quite afford that thing that I was going to do, but all right. Here,
3 money, -2, so it costs you 1,
money.
and you're going to fund a project.
Yeah.
Which project?
Really expensive. There's only 3 energy there.
There is only 3 power in the base.
Yeah.
But you could build a solar panel. That would increase the energy to 4, but that's still not enough to fund.
Oh, it's not. Oh,
No,
oh,
I'm going to
sorry.
have
to undo that then.
to have an undo. Have your
Yeah.
3 money back.
Sorry, 1 money, in fact.
Not 1 money, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And the power is not very low, so you
Yeah.
can't use money to
There's
boost it.
no products that are fundable either. So,
No.
so that's all right. I'll do the other thing just because it's quick
Yeah,
and easy.
So that's 3. You get 3 corporation actions.
Yeah. So
Now,
I'm
your
gonna go-
rep is up here.
Yeah.
So Rob's reputation is here, which means as one of his corporation actions
Yeah.
can be to activate any of these corporation tokens.
I'll take this.
So you're going to do that.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I'll take this.
You're going to. So you've done that one. You've done that one. You've got
Yeah.
1 more.
Putting myself up here is probably not a good idea at this point because it increases the amount of money I have to spend.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to gain
Gain the titanium as well.
titanium.
Okay.
And then I get.
So-
to
and then
put
you get to do that.
one of these.
Yeah. Right.
Done.
That's Rob done. Chris.
I'm going to go there.
Mm-hmm. So you activate this for free and this
Yeah.
for free.
So I'm going to
You get
get
one of those 2.
that one, so a green and a red sample, and this one, which is a red and a blue sample. And I think that's me done.
It's a lot of samples. Right, Bill. Final
Yeah,
turn.
it's interesting to
Second
get technicians. Actually, they're sometimes they can be the least useful.
Yeah.
Because I mean, especially when there's no energy, because I can't buy. There's no projects.
Which is
available.
why this is actually quite powerful.
Yeah. So all I can do is go. Oh, you're right, Rob.
So I missed something. Could I have used that? Using this instead. So I've got extra 3 money basically.
Instead of what?
Instead of gaining the titanium.
Sure.
I could have put
Yeah.
that in there, gained money, and then gained.
And then
titanium.
gain the titanium.
And that as well.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. So and this puts another dude from here into here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank
right.
you. Sorry.
So I think really the only thing there's no projects, absolutely no projects I can fund, is there? Because
There's lack of power.
there's a lack of power, and I can't. Would that be enough to produce? So that buying one would put it up by 2, wouldn't it? So
It would put it up by 1. Next solar panel is only a 1. Or which wouldn't be enough unless you had somebody in there.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm afraid I can look at it until I'm blue in the face. It's not going to make a difference. So I will go there, and I will get
9 money.
9 money.
9 money. Nice
It's a
and easy.
complete difference to the last game. When I was
Yeah.
completely skint.
So I now do have enough money to trade this one for that one. But now I do get a corporation action. Right.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I'm going to do it. I'm going to use the Lunar Gateway. Right. So I'm going to put that one in. I'm going to get 3 money. And I'm going to take the tourist out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do that corporation action. You'll like this. Not a lot. I'm going to send this one, this one, this one, and this one to here. So that's 5 money and 3 points. Do I want to do that, or do I want 6 points? No, I'll do that. I'll go for 6 points and 2 money. So 6 points, 2 money. So I did that, and then at the end of my turn, I'm going to claim that goal for having 4 tourists on cards, which is 12 points.
Well done.
Oh, it's only +1. Still 30,
Yeah. No, I didn't think you were beatable on that
13
one.
points.
Yeah, well played.
I could have waited, but
Yeah.
it's taken me a lot to get 4, and I didn't want to run the risk of not being able to do it in round 3.
Yeah.
So how did I do that? I did that by going there. So that's it. That's my go done. That's the end of the round for me. Rob, final turn for round 2.
So now I can do this if I spend 1 money and that to put solar panels.
So you're going to spend the rare earth to build the solar panel. That'll put the energy up by 1.
Only 1.
Yeah.
Ah, that's not enough.
No, that'll put it up to 4.
Sorry.
It's not
I
enough.
thought it was going to be 2. That's right.
No.
So I could gain money. Let's go here.
Yep.
Again,
So you get 3 money.
3 money.
You take one of those. Okay. And you do 1 corporation action.
Yeah.
Which for you could be activating one of the tokens on the board.
Yeah, I might do that actually because I need to get some progress on here. So I'll take one of those and one of those.
Okay. Right. Chris, final turn, round 2.
Right. I'm going to fund a project because I think I can
Okay.
with discounts because that'll be 5 minus 1 for that, isn't it? So no, that's 4. No, I can't.
If you've got a rare earth to build the solar
I
panel.
can, yes, that was it, because I
You
could
can.
do the rare earth to build the solar panel.
So you're doing it.
Yes.
So you put 3 money minus 2. So it's 1 money to go there. You're then going to spend a rare earth to build the solar panel.
Yep.
So the solar panel goes in the middle.
Yep.
The energy goes up by 1.
Yep.
Which gets you a reputation.
Yep.
And now, because of your -1 power requirement discount, you can fund a project that needs 5 power.
Yes. Right, I think I'm going to do one of these 2.
Okay. So the base cost is 6.
6.
You get a discount of 2.
So that's 4.
The power goes down by 2.
2, yeah.
Oh, so we're now in very low power.
Yeah.
So someone can actually
Spend
spend
2 money to increase the power by 1.
Yeah. I'm going to take the mass driver.
The mass driver.
So it immediately gets me 2
more reputation.
2 more reputation.
Okay.
They okay there like that, or I can spread them
You could put yours across here. We've got space here for them. Cool. Or there. Yeah, that's fine. Right.
Yeah.
Are we
And
all...
I get to do a corporate action as well.
Because you
don't
did
I?
this. You get to do a corporation action. Yeah.
So I'm going to do this one.
Okay.
The 2 of those, 1 green and a
Yeah.
red.
So that builds a solar panel for free.
Yeah.
The energy goes up by 2, getting you 2 more reputation.
Yeah.
And you can build a dome for free.
Okay.
And there's 2 solar panels in the middle, so you can put it anywhere you want.
That's not making a difference. That's not making a difference. And do I get to do any of the? But no,
No.
that's just when you.
No,
No,
it's
it's
just
not a
putting it on
build
the board,
action,
yeah.
isn't it? Yeah, that's fine.
And that's this, isn't it, that you've just done?
It is that one, yes.
Sorry.
Just go there. I'll use one of those solar panels.
Okay, right. And that would get replaced, but they're all about to disappear.
Yeah.
So we've done all of our actions. Right, maintenance actions. So maintenance action for here. Maintenance action for there. They clear. Tourists. Tourists are worth...
1.
Is it 1?
Yeah, I think so.
No, it's
Oh,
2.
isn't it 2? Oh, fantastic. Oh, even better. So 6 points for me. So I could. Oh, there we are. That's 35.
I get 8.
Very nice. The gift that keeps on giving.
Yeah, there you go. Right, crater. So this one here. Let's just zoom in a bit. So this one, green has 6 in this. So Bill, you get that one.
Just about sneaked that one.
This one is 3 to purple, 3 to pink, but pink has the biggest one in the nearest sector. So pink gets that. This one also goes to pink, as well as this one. These two are going to go to Rob because he's got 7. Yes, those two. And these two go to green.
Just about, yeah. So I've got 4.
I'm doing absolutely terrible on... Yeah. I've got 1 person in my base.
Yeah,
Rob's got...
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's because
Rob's
Rob's
doing really well.
0 points.
Yeah. It's interesting. It's really, really interesting, isn't it?
Yeah.
Got no end game scoring.
Well, we will see.
We will see.
We will see.
We will see.
Right. Okay. Everybody can rearrange. So I'm going to rearrange this one, and then he's going to sit there. It's going to stay where he is. Anybody else want to rearrange any of their people?
I'm going to have money, and money's going to be good for buying projects, isn't it? That's...
I kind of don't want this guy.
I mean, I'll take
So
it. If you
do
don't,
they go in the lunar gate? If I do, is it because if I don't place them, am I allowed to choose not to place them?
I'm not sure. I think if you've gained them, I think you have to put them in your base.
Yeah.
I don't think you can voluntarily say no to somebody.
That's fine.
The designers will tell us if that is a rule, but don't think you can. So, income. I'll do mine first. I get none. My income is done.
I get, is it me? I get 6.
Sure. Get 6 money. Rob, you get a titanium.
Titanium.
Chris, you get a titanium and 2 points.
I get 2 titaniums because I've
2
got
titaniums.
that. So
Yeah, very nice.
Thank you. Oh, and
6.
Rob gets 6 reputation. So 1, 2, 3, and then 3 points.
Yeah,
Well,
very
yes,
good.
more than 0.
Yay!
Very good.
yeah, I can't send astronauts away if there's
If there is
room.
room. Thank you,
that makes
Fabio.
sense.
Okay. So we've done income,
So 1,
maintenance.
2, and 1, 2 plus 6 is 8,
And 6.
10. But I've got 6 discount, so 4.
11 minus 6. I'm going miles back down.
I think I might have overcompensated for me being broke last game.
So that accounts
13
for that.
minus 6. 7.
So that's a net 0, and then that's 1 and 3. So I've got 1, so I go 3 down. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, so we've all paid our maintenance. We now clear these and we go to round 3. Right, shuttles. There you go, round 3 shuttles.
Indeed.
Indeed.
But it's not worth anything at the end of the game.
It is
is
for me because I've got a casino. For anybody else?
You don't fancy selling me your casino, do you?
No.
Didn't think so.
Okay.
I'll make you an offer you can't refuse. Ah, dear.
Right, reverse player order. Choosing shuttles for the final round.
This is me first, isn't it? Just have a lot of money, but I want red people. I don't really want to keep going last. A few red in there, so I could swap them, I guess. I'm just going to take this one. Cute.
Rob? going to just put them here. Can't anything below there we can't see. Still can't see. There you go.
Thanks.
I had the shuttle somewhere you
Maybe
could see
next.
it, and now I can't remember where it was. I think it was there.
Okay. I think we might need a change of plan. So I'm going to take this one. 3 reds. Yellow. 2 blue. Titanium, rare earth.
I'll go for number 2.
All money.
So
Okay,
that's,
so the
that's
one
what
that's
goes.
not
That's the
taken
one
is
that's
we
not. Oh,
need
sorry. Oh, there you
two.
go. Oh, chance.
We need 3
Three
blues that
blues.
we can have. We need 2 reds that we can have, and we need a yellow.
Red and
that
2
we can have.
yellows.
So that's what
So
needs
we'll
to go in
do
the
2
game.
reds,
2 reds,
3
3
blues, and a
blue,
yellow.
and 1 yellow. Because that doesn't exceed the limit of 4 of each.
I get
There you go.
to activate one of the spaces.
You do.
So I'm going to take a helium 3.
Okay. Turn order. Chris is number 1.
I'm number 2.
And number 3.
I'm number 4. Right then, off we go. Final round of the game. And what's interesting is that you look at the current scores, and I don't think they are a good indication.
No, absolutely
Because-
not.
Because you've put 2 goals out, I've
Yeah.
put 1 goal out, Rob's not put any goals out.
Yeah,
So Rob might be
yeah.
In a bad position. Yeah.
claiming goals and whatever. Okay. And of course, there's the points for the projects, which are end of game points. So, and we've got the big expensive experiments now.
Build some of these.
It's doing it again. Terrible.
I think I'm going to. Yeah, I do have 3 titanium. I don't really want the rare earth. Really. What's the immediately one of?
That is
This one again,
perform.
I've
Yeah,
got
so
the-
we haven't
sorry.
mentioned this, but there is an immediate bonus for building your 3rd, 4th, and 5th dome. So if you build your 3rd dome, you immediately get to do 1 corporation action. If you build your 4th dome, you immediately get to fund a project. You still have to pay for it as normal. And if you build your 5th dome, you immediately get 5 points. So yeah, instant bonuses building those.
I'm just going to put this guy here.
Okay.
So I get to do
Okay, a rare earth and a titanium. That's your go done.
Yep.
Bill.
Doing something similar. I'm going there to get a rare earth and 2 titanium.
Rob. Funding a project.
Yeah. So this time
Okay.
I'm going to spend the thing.
So you spend the rare earth to
Rare
build a solar panel. Energy goes up by 2,
Yeah.
which gets you 2 reputation, which you can't, so you get 2 points
2
instead.
points. And I'll take this one.
So you need to have 6 money.
Yeah, which I have.
The power needs to be at 5, which it is, and the power drops by 2.
Yeah.
Okay. Immediate benefit is
I gain a thing.
gain a
and I-
rare earth.
But they has a passive, which means I can play 2 money, which I assume I can use now to gain another one.
I think so.
I gain 2 at the cost of 2 money.
So it's once per turn. When you gain rare earth, you may spend 2 money to gain another rare earth. I assume that includes the one that you're taking. Fabio says, remember that when you build a building, you may immediately move people into it. Yes, I did mention that. So Pink may move the scientist out of the workshop. So, yeah, so whenever you build a building, at that moment, you can put
Yeah.
people into it. Yes. And Matthew says, yes, you can spend the 2 money for the extra rare earth. Right, so you're done? No, you're not done. You get to do a corporation action. What you going to do?
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, this one.
That one?
Yeah.
So 1 blue sample, 2 green samples, and 2 red samples.
Yep. So I get 1 of those.
That gets you 1 titanium, 1 rare earth, and 5 points. And that gets replenished.
Thank you.
Right. Okay, so my plan for world domination is not going to work, but let's see if we can do other stuff instead. Yeah, the problem with the headquarters is it really soaks up all of the people. Makes it really difficult to get anything from there. So I think I know what I want to do. I think I'm going to... If I... no. Okay. I need to get myself 2 titanium. So I'm going to put it here. I'm going to put it here. I'm going to give Rob 1 money for that.
Okay.
And then I'm going to gain rare earth, titanium, rare earth, titanium. Okay, that's me done.
Right. I think I'm going to do corporation actions.
So 3 corporation actions.
Yeah. So I'm going to do this one first.
Yep.
To put a marker here.
Ooh, so 2 rare earth and
Yeah.
a helium.
2 rare earth.
The benefit is can immediately fund a project at no cost and not reducing the energy.
Yeah.
Very good.
So I'm going to take one of these 2, but I don't know. I'll take this one. It's worth more points anyway.
Yes,
So
and the
that makes
immediate
sense.
benefit is
It's helium.
helium. And you've now got 3 projects
Yeah,
from moon mining.
I do.
I wonder what you're going to do at the end of your turn.
Right, so that was that one, and I've spent at least 1 helium, so I get 2 money from it as well.
Yep.
From my other
Rare earth.
rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I spend a rare earth, yeah, I get 2 money. Yeah,
Yeah.
sorry. Right, so that's 1. I think I'm just going to spend 1 to go 2 up the reputation track.
So that was first corporation action, second corporation action.
And the third, I don't think I've got enough to do any of these
No, not quite.
currently. Can't do that one because I've got no astronauts. So I think I might just take a rare earth back because I
Yep.
can with this one.
Okay, so end of your turn. You're going to claim it.
Yes,
Okay.
I am.
So it's 12 points plus 2.
So 14.
14 points. You're on to 27.
Yeah.
There you go.
I'll get to take a person out. Oh, I can't. I don't have anyone to take out.
You've no room.
Swap. No, I
Yeah.
don't have any room. Oh well.
Right. You're done, Bill.
Yes.
Oh, feel like Midas. Right. I had a plan. I am going to build.
Okay. What you going to build?
I'm going to
Is it
build one of
headquarters time?
these. It's headquarters time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, there is solar panels
So-
in the middle of the board, so
I'm going to spend 3 for my red for the rare rock. So it's just going to cost me 4.
okay. Because you got loads of money.
Because I've got loads of money, but I can use these for something else.
Okay.
And I'll put it
And
there.
power is going to go down by 2.
2.
So you could build a solar panel if you wanted to, but you're not.
I'm not going to.
You're
But,
just gonna use
could
one of
I?
these.
Could I spend money? Is that at any time?
I've dropped it down by 2.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Could I now just
I-
spend just to go up on the reputation
Again, the
track?
designers will confirm this, but as I understand it, whenever you are doing this, then on your turn, if the power was here, you can pay to move it up. So
I think it's a good.
I think you can.
I think it's a good good rate to 2 money for a bump.
2
up
money
there.
to move that up to there.
Yeah.
To get a point. We'll keep an eye on the chat to see if that is correct. But as I understand it, you can do that.
And there's nothing else for that, is there?
No, but your
I just
ability
get
has
my-
improved.
So I do get my
Your ability. Your character ability has
Yes, so
improved.
now it only costs me, I can do it twice, which is good.
And did you build by
And
going
I
here?
build by them in there, so I'm going to place a helium
That's okay.
there, please. And activate it and get a helium.
Here.
Thank you very much.
Right. Rob.
Yeah, I'll build 3 titanium and a rare earth. One of these. I'm going to
The
take
laboratory. Yeah.
So I'll take this one.
Okay.
I'm going to put this here.
Yeah. So that laboratory immediately activates one of those tokens.
So I'll take an astronaut.
Yeah, tourist.
Yeah. And then I get to do the other
You
thing,
get to do that thing.
which is to take another
Well, you've
astronaut
placed it here, so you
Yeah.
can do any one of those 3 things. So yeah, take another tourist.
and the tourist. Yeah.
Right. Suddenly, it's all kicked off with laboratories. I was going to build a laboratory, but problem is I've already used I took the wrong astronauts.
I couldn't have built it here and taken 2 tourists, could I?
Well, you did take 2 tourists,
Yes.
so yeah. If you wanted to build it there instead,
Because
doesn't change
it's
anything.
adjacent to a
Yeah.
helium 3, so
Yeah.
it's
So
a
did-
backup plan for that.
A backup plan for that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, so you got the first tourist because
Because it
you
was
activated a sector, and then you got
Yeah.
the second one because of that.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
Thanks.
Okay, so well, I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to spend 2 money to exchange that one for that one, and then I'm going to build. So I spend 1 money to build. And I'm going to spend 3 titanium. Did we reduce the energy by 1 when you built your laboratory?
Yes, when I built my
No, when Rob's just built it.
no,
No,
no.
we didn't.
We didn't.
So 3 titanium, 1 rare earth, and an energy to build this laboratory, and it's going to go here, I think. So it can't go there. Could put it here. Do I want to put it here? I want to put it here. So there's already power here, so I can put it there. That's fine. We've dropped the power down by 1, so that's fine. And now I activate both of those. So I get 3 money, and I get a token where it is, which is helium 3. And then, same with Rob, because I've built with an engineer, I get a helium 3. Now, I could spend the 3 money to move that up 1, 2, 3, which would get me 2 rep. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to use the very low power rules. I'm going to spend 3 to go, which gets me 2 reputation and moves me up to there. And then I am going to claim this goal at the end of my turn. So I have a laboratory adjacent to a helium 3 deposit. I get 4 points plus the 2. I get 6 points. That was a painfully expensive turn, but I think that's what I wanted to do. Right, yeah, I'm done. Also reduce the energy by 1. Yes, we did. Yes, I believe we did. For yours and mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right, before it gets shockingly more expensive, I'm going to. Here's my go. Up to you.
It's your go, yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
You're
I'm gonna
building?
Build. Yeah. So that doesn't cost me
Doesn't
anything.
cost
for
you
that, 'cause
anything?
I've got 2 blues there, so I'm also going to build a laboratory. But which one do I want?
Yeah, suddenly all of the laboratories have come out.
So they're where you place them, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah. So I think we'll go with this one. And there's a solar panel that I can use, so I can put it there with this solar panel.
Mhm.
Correct?
Yep.
Yep. And then
And that laboratory activates the token.
Yes. So I get a green and
Red.
a red.
And then
specimen.
because you built with an engineer, you get to activate that token. Can't place a new one because
Yeah,
there's no space
nowhere
for it.
to put it. Yeah,
And you're done.
I am.
Bill.
Okay, I'm going to build a project. So I've got my 1 light discount there. So it's currently at 4, so I can. Oh no, that's what I'm going to do. Sorry,
You're going to build a solar
I'm
panel.
going to build a solar panel.
So this
So I'm
solar
gonna spend
panel
3.
only increases it by 1.
Yeah, which isn't enough for me.
3
Yeah.
money?
3 money. I can't do it.
Can't. It's only when building. It has to be
Red
the
rock.
rare earth.
Yeah.
Power of the base goes up by
That
1. You get a
goes up
reputation.
at 1, and now I can buy this one.
You
I
could have
believe.
done anyway.
No, because I've only got 1 discount for the lights, and that's going to cost me. And that was 6.
But yeah,
Oh, was it 5 before?
it was at 5.
So I'll undo that then, because I don't want to give you. I don't want to lose that. Sorry.
Of the rare earth. But I think it was at 5.
Yeah.
I'll just watch back.
Oh no, yeah, I think you're right. I think I was getting my 6s and 7s mixed up.
Fabio says, and can move the blue meeple in. So presumably,
That'll be me.
yeah, if you
I
wanted
can-
to.
Well,
but
I might as well because I'll move those. It'll give me
you can.
space.
Yeah, but as
If
long
I
as
get
they're
any
in there
more,
at the end of the
They're
game.
useful there anyway. So
Fabio says we moved the energy marker twice. Okay,
Yeah.
apologies for that. So I think we're right. I think.
yeah.
Are we saying it was on 4?
I think it was on 5, and you moved it up to 6. Then
Yeah,
moved it
and
back
I'll
down
put
again.
it back
So
down,
5 is right. I think.
I'll just double check. So that looks like it was on 4. If anybody in the chat wants to just tell us what we got wrong,
Oh, so perhaps I did need to buy.
maybe it did. Maybe what Fabio's saying is we moved it twice.
Okay.
I think maybe it was on 4.
Right. Let's do what I was going to do then.
Okay.
So I'll use my red rock, which would have moved up there, which would have got my thing up, wouldn't it? Because I have now bought that solar panel.
Which was this one.
Yeah.
You put it up from 4 to 5,
Yeah.
and now with your
With
discount.
my discount. I
So
can-
what Fabio is saying, Chris, is you want to move
Yeah, I
that
do.
one
You're
out.
right. Actually,
and this is
I do,
going to cost me
And
quite a lot
Fabio.
of money, 7 money, but I've got money to burn. There we are. So I've now got this one, which I think means that once per round is a thing. I can spend 3 money
To take
get
one of
these
those
into my base
and get 2 reputation.
and get 2 reputation.
Okay, I think we're all good.
Yeah.
Visiting scientists. Okay. Right, Rob. 3 corporation actions. Here we go.
One of them is to move these here.
Which is 3 rep, which is 3 points for you.
Oh, sorry. The last thing I was going to do,
hang
which
on.
won't affect anyone. I'm just going to claim that rubbishy one there.
4 plus 3.
So 7
7
points.
Okay.
Gain another one. That's one of anything.
So your 3 corporation actions are
That's just my second corporation.
send 2 tourists to the card.
Yeah.
And then your next one is to
To gain.
do that, which is to gain a tourist. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the third one is to send the tourist here.
Yeah.
To gain 3
3
money.
money.
And to send
Take one of those back.
Some do back.
And a corporation action.
Another corporation action.
Mhm.
Well, I haven't really spent these, but I still need them. But I'm just going to use the one that gives me 4 victory points. Of 1.
4 VBs.
Thank you.
1 helium 3.
Might need to regret that. Oh, no, I actually could do that, couldn't I?
This,
Yeah.
if you wanted to.
Is it better though to play a building? Well, it give me 2 victory points at the end, so it's probably worth it.
So instead of that, you're
Sorry.
going to spend another helium
Yeah.
and another rare earth.
And
Okay.
this is a
So
free.
it's a free solar panel.
Yeah.
So this one
Yeah.
goes here, which increases the power of the base by 2.
Yeah.
Which gets you 2 rep which gets you 2 points,
Yeah.
and a free dome.
Free dome anywhere. Don't think it makes a lot of difference, but I don't have time to think about this.
Okay. Remove that side from here. Right. Was that your 3 corporation actions?
I think it was, yeah.
And then did you use a blue?
I did, yes.
You get
A free thing.
yeah, which could be the tourist. You can take the tourist back.
I'm not sure I really want the
Okay.
tourist because I've already used this round, haven't I? So
True. Yeah.
I'll do that.
Yeah, just take that one. Okay. Right. My go. So, what was my plan? Well, I've got stuff, but I don't think I've got enough stuff for one of those. And I don't think I can get enough stuff for one of those without activating one of these, and my reputation is not high enough for that. So, how else do you do that? Building. But I can't build. I can't build. Building is the thing that I don't want to do. Definitely don't want to build. So, yeah, did you want to claim a goal at the end of your
I'll
turn?
play this for 8.
Okay, 8 points.
Thanks.
8. Cool.
Indeed.
Well, we're going to have to, now that I've built that,
He's trying to get 2 of these.
I've got to do something with it. And if I gain a blue and a red, is that gonna? Yeah, that's gonna help. So it's just not the tourists, and I need the tourists. All the tourists. So I'll go here, and we're going to activate these 3, and I've got something in all of them, so I don't have to pay anything. So for here, it's no choice. I get a helium 3. For here, could gain that. If I gained a blue and a green, no, that's no use whatsoever. So we'll gain a tourist for here. Can I have a tourist, please?
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
Oh.
And then for this one, it's whether I gain a tourist or I gain that. The problem is I need 2 to do the goal, and I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get that, because these are really expensive now. But let's try. Let's take one of those and one of those. Right, that is me done. Chris, 3 workers left each.
Oh, so we didn't get that one out,
Okay.
did we?
Oh, we didn't know. I think I'm almost as well. Do I have blue? I do have a blue. Do that to get that, get some more stuff back. I think. Is it still the panel? So yes. Let's do that. I think I'm going to go here. The corporation actions, and the first one I'm going to do is to claim this one. So it costs me 3
3 green,
greens and
2
2
red.
red.
You immediately build a laboratory for free.
So take this one.
And we do have a spare solar panel.
Yeah, I think I'm going to put it there.
Okay.
That's solar panel.
Yeah. So what that does is, because you've built your second laboratory, you
Yeah.
activate the centre of the tile and the token.
Okay, so get a titanium
And a blue sample and a red
and
sample.
a red. Okay. So that was the first one.
So that was your first corporation action.
It was,
was
yes.
to complete that,
Yes,
do that, and that got you to build the laboratory.
it
Okay.
did. I'm going to do my second one to do this one to use that. So 1 rare earth
And
and
one
1
helium.
helium 3.
So 4 points and 2 red.
Okay, and that actually gets me 2
2 money as well
for that
for the
one.
rare earth,
So
yeah.
just swap 3 for a 5.
And then one corporation action left.
Do any of those. I could probably. I don't have helium 3. I don't have robots. I can't do another one of those. So, did I get rep from that track already? I don't think I did.
Nope.
Did I? I'll just get 2 rep then.
You got the 2 rep because of that.
Yes, that was it. Yeah.
Okay. And then you get to do this.
So I get to take someone.
Take one of those.
Might as well be this guy into there then.
Okay. All done.
Yep.
Replenish that. Are you good?
You're quite well stocked up on helium and rare
Me?
earth, aren't you? Yes,
I am.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I can start. I'm not going your way, so I think it's right. So 2, but I've got my discount.
Discount 2. So 3 corporation actions.
Well, first I'm going to do this one while I can.
Which one?
Well, I think it's
This one?
that one 4 and a
4
3.
points and 3 money.
Thank you. 6, 3 money.
First corporation action done.
And then second one, I will spend 3 money, get 3 tourists.
Yeah.
And then I will spend, that's that one. And then they go on my base.
Yeah.
Obviously. And then I will spend 3 money to get a bod from here onto my base.
And 2 reputation.
And 2 reputation. And because of that, I'll get another person from the base. Oh, in fact, I might as well take. No, I don't want to do that. I'll take that.
Okay.
There we go. That's
Rob.
me done.
Yeah. Frustrating.
Do what I want to do.
So I'll go here.
Is that 3 money?
1 money.
1 for you, yeah.
Um,
Be blooming expensive for me.
I'm going to take a plus thing. A titanium. I'm going to gain I can't do that anymore. I could gain an astronaut and then use that again.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
So you're going to first corporation action gain an astronaut,
Yeah.
a tourist
Tourist, not from there, is it?
from there.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. But yeah, that's fine. Second action, you're going to use your special ability. I mean, your special ability is once per round, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
and I've used it.
I think you've used it this
Yeah.
round.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah,
I think it's once per round.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so first thing I did was to take a titanium. Second thing,
Yeah, they're once per round.
okay. There's no way of generating money, is there? Or otherwise, I don't think there is.
The gateway, play
Oh no,
the technician.
if I'm doing this.
Oh right. No, don't think so.
No. So I'll just gain. I suppose I could gain 2 rep and maybe. Yeah,
Oh, that's what I can do.
I'll gain
Forgot about that.
2 rep and a green and a thing. So that's 2 victory points. It's a bit rubbish, isn't it? There we go.
You've done all of your corporation actions,
So the last thing is the corporation action.
and then you've
And
got
the other thing.
Yeah.
So I can do this.
okay. Right, me. Well, this is. I mean, I've got to do it, but so painfully expensive. I spend 4. I do 3 corporation actions. The first one is going to be that. The second one is going to be that, and the third one is going to be that, I think. It's just... I probably want to buy one of those as well, but I don't know whether that is going to get me anything. No, it probably will. Let's not do that. Let's do those two and that. So what do I get?
6.
8 points and 3 money. So 8 points and 3 money. And then that's just an end of game scoring tile that gets me 2 points for every project that I funded, which isn't that great. But there's my 3 corporation actions. Yep. And then I get to do this. Well, I'm going to take this one and put it here, I think. Yeah. Right. 2 turns left each.
Don't like this. I could build, but then it's just going to cost me more money at the end of, I don't know, rare earth. I could build that though. There's only one more. Is this where I can put it without paying for a solar panel? Yes, there is. Because then, will that get me what I wanted to do? What do I need? A green? There isn't, so I can put it where there's a green. Right, okay, that's not going to happen then. So if I use the yellow here, that one's either gain or put one out, isn't it?
Yeah.
So is there a spot I can put it in? No, it's not. Okay. I just have to do. I'm just going to fund a project. See how that works.
Okay, so it's cost you 1 money with a discount.
So it's
So
not going
which
to-
project do you want?
That's the next question. That would get me. That's when I fund a project, so that's not going to get me. It will get me 5 money. That's to the green that I wanted. That one's take someone out of here, isn't it?
Which one?
This one.
Yes, and put them
Immediately.
into your base.
No, that's going to help, but it could eventually. So that would cost me -3, so 4. We are at 6, but there'd be a 2 discount anyway, so I can actually do this one. I'm going to take that one then.
Mm-hmm.
So that will cost
7 money.
7
minus
money
2.
minus 2, so
-3.
-3, so 4.
Yeah. The power needs to be 6 minus 2, so it needs to be 4.
Yeah.
And the power drops by 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
I immediately get to take somebody out of the.
Yeah, Monica's asking, will there be a few brains? Yes,
It's
they're definitely. And what's nice
melting.
is
Yeah.
I can tell you 3 are thinking about it a lot more than this afternoon.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Because you now
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
So you
Totally.
can see the ramifications of everything now and the trade-offs you've got to make. There's a lot of trade-offs you've got to make.
Yep. So, and I get to do a corporate action, don't I?
You get to do one
Corporation
corporate action.
Right. That was this where I was going to get my extra thing from next time, which would be to so I can do that.
You can.
can't
So you
I?
can do any of these tokens.
Which is not actually going to help with the. Oh yeah, it is. So I'll do that one
Mhm.
to get.
Right.
Let's see how that works.
Bill, your penultimate turn.
Well, this is. I don't think I've seen this. I don't think we've seen this happen.
I have
before.
in one game.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I've got to. It's going to cost me. So it's going to cost me 3 because I've got my
Well, that's it.
discount.
That action can't be done again.
Yeah. So I'm going to spend one of them to send all these bods to my luxury resort.
7 money and 3 points.
7 money and 3 points.
There you go. Have some money.
Thank you. And then I hope this is okay. I'm going to next one get a red rock
Okay, let's get some rare earth. Yeah.
and a rare earth, and then for the third one spend
Complete.
it there for 4 points.
4 points. Yeah. Did you not want 2 points and 2 rep?
No, I think I.
because that'll put your maintenance cost
Yeah,
up.
I think that.
No, I'd gone wrong.
So 53.
Same as me.
Oh, I got one of those, and then. So that was 3, and then I get
Then gain a person.
Get my board. Go there. And that is it. Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Yep.
We hit 3.
3.
I'll spend 5 money.
You're going to fund a project, yeah?
Yeah.
5 money, no discount. Power needs to be 5, which it is, and it goes down by 1.
So I'll take one of these, whichever one's the most worth the most points. And then I'll do my thingy action,
Yep, corporation action.
which is to take this,
Okay.
and then take this,
Yeah.
and then spend these to buy.
Well, you get
Oh, I
one
only get
corporation
of them.
action.
Ah. Yeah, that's annoying because I wanted to do this and it would have been okay, but
Yeah.
I can't now. So I'm going to lose out about 30 victory points. Right. That's annoying because I can't afford this, and that's what I'd need to do 3 of those.
Can't afford what?
I can't afford a project from there.
Oh,
well,
you don't have enough money.
yeah,
Right, okay.
yeah. So can I do this without funding a project and just do that, or is that?
Oh, that's a good question. I don't know. So, rules question. Rob is asking, can he choose to do this, not fund the project, but then get the
Just do the
bonus?
corporation action.
I'm not sure. I'm going to see what the
Better
rule
off
book
doing
says.
That, though, wouldn't you?
You'd
then?
be you'd be better off doing that.
Oh yeah, because you get
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
Might as well do that.
Yeah.
Then, Okay. Well, this is
Even if you could, that's the.
So slight change. So you didn't do this.
yeah. So that's didn't do that,
So we need to undo your funding of a project.
and that cost me 5.
It did. And the power went down by 1.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so instead of funding the project,
Yeah.
you went there instead. So you
Yeah.
get 3 money.
Yeah.
You take one of those, which can't be that one.
Sorry, I'll put this one in.
Okay.
3 money. Can't be that. And then
So you take one of those out,
yeah.
and then you get a corporation action. And you're saying your corporation action is that.
Well, there's no point in me doing that now because Chris is going to take it.
Okay.
So,
Which one?
well, you clearly took that last round to take this. So, or right, because you got exactly.
I did,
or,
but
or that one.
I think something will be better for me.
Right.
Either way, just choose a corporation action.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll choose this just on the off chance it's
Okay.
not taken.
Yeah. You get a red and a green.
Okay. Sorry. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, you don't have enough to do that one because you need 2 blue.
I don't. So I took a red. So I've got taken the wrong ones. Yeah, again. So I could have taken a blue and a red. That would have been the right thing to take, wouldn't it?
Yeah, blue and a red. That's what you want to
Yeah.
take.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. I've got 2 actions left. Yeah, and that's hurting. You know what? I'm a bit stuck. Don't really know what to do. Want tourists. I think for me it's probably going to be funding a project as well. Because projects are worth points. And so I'm going to fund a project. So I go there, I spend 2 money. Now, I can only fund a project that has a power requirement of 6. So I can't fund one of those or one of those. So I guess I'm funding one of those. So it's going to cost me 5 money. I get no discount. And the power goes down by 1. And I fund one of those 2. Well, let's fund the one that gives me a tourist. A tourist. Okay. Got tranquility base.
Nice.
And then as my corporation action, which I get,
Mm-hmm.
well, tell you what I'm going to do. As well as doing all of this, I'm going to build a solar panel. Because that solar panel gets me 2 rep.
Yep. Nice.
Right? Just because I'm bored.
Hmm.
If in doubt, build a solar panel. Right, and then corporation action. It could be send these out. And I can either get 5 money, which is going to be effectively worth a point to me, or I could get 3 points. But I'll get the 3 points. Oh, hang on. Gain 1 point for each tourist you gain. Oh, so I should have gained a point when I just gained that tourist.
Mhm.
And then I'm going to put them there, which is 3 points. And whenever I put tourists on a card, gain a reputation. Okay. We are into our last turns of the game, I
What do you
believe.
think that means?
So whenever you're funding a project,
Yeah.
you may spend one of these.
It's that one.
It's that.
I'm not going to be doing that.
Right.
Right.
Chris, final turns of the game.
I'm going to have a fairly sedate and boring final turn of going to the lunar base,
Yeah.
plonking that person there, taking 3 money,
And taking a different
taking
one
a
out.
different yellow one
Can
out.
you do the same
Yes.
colour?
As long as you
Oh.
keep the same
You just
meatball.
can't-
Oh,
the
you got to be the
exact
same
one.
one. Right. Oh, that
And
makes
then
sense.
I get to do one corporation action, which is going to be to take this one, which costs me 3 red and 2 blue.
Very nice.
And that also means that I've got
6.
6 of
Very
these.
good.
So you can. No.
So I can place this
There.
here
Yeah, well played, Chris.
for 12 plus 3, which
15
is
points.
15.
Yeah, very nice.
Nice.
So 46.
Yeah, I think that's going to be my.
Said it was going to be a sedate last turn.
My,
but-
yeah,
Yeah.
chained a few
Good.
bits.
All right, Bill, your final action.
Yeah, well, I'm going to fund a project, which will cost me 1.
Yep.
And I'll get. I think I'm just doing it for the points, really.
It's the
I
5-point card.
don't think there's anything.
Hmm.
There's no end of no. There's. I think that's my best bet.
So it costs you 7 money
So
with a discount of 2.
so 5 money,
And the power goes down by 1.
and there we go.
Yeah.
And,
And you gain
and
one of these. Top left.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah. Yeah.
But I can't. Yeah,
Well,
I can't. Then no.
keep it in your pocket.
There we are.
Right.
And and I don't get the action because it's
No.
I used a scientist.
Okay, Rob, your final turn.
All right. Well, that gain 3 money.
Yeah.
Take a person. I don't think I've got room. Oh, I do have room.
Take a different one out. And do a corporation action.
Which is going to be
Oh,
That
should
one.
be,
yeah, that should
that should
be
be there.
good, yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
you can now do that.
I'll take this.
That's that. It's nice.
Thanks for saving me there. I think you could have denied me a lot of points, but you probably got a lot more by doing the other things.
Yeah.
So you get to immediately for free fund a project.
Which will be one of those two, because I
Yeah.
get to do
That will allow you
big
to then.
scoring.
Yeah, so you want that one?
This one gives
It
me
gives
more
you
points.
2 rep
So-
immediately.
Yeah, so that's 2 points,
2 rep immediately is 2 points.
and then that's at the end of my round.
You can claim that goal, which is
Which is-
14 points.
14. That's-
Put you up to 41. Okay,
Yeah.
me for the final turn of the game. So there's a rule I didn't mention, but if you place a technician as the last turn on here, you gain 100 points. Apologies if I know I should have mentioned it earlier.
Is that the
but
Grogan rule?
It's the Grogan
Grogan
rule.
rule.
Yeah, if in doubt.
There's only one of these per round. I could
That
also
should
complete
I
that.
was thinking.
I think it's only 1 goal per round. Let's just absolutely check that. So at the end of your turn, no, claim 1 or several. So you
Okay.
can do
Oh,
it.
you can
okay.
you can do one big
You can
go.
do both. So that's another 6 points.
I wouldn't have got caught out in the round in the game this afternoon then either.
So you would have won.
No, I wouldn't. It just wouldn't have meant that. I'd
Yeah.
been worried about Paul blocking me.
Apologies
on
for
one of the
that.
other
So
goals.
yeah, you can claim as many goals as you want.
Yeah.
Right. So I think the best bet for me is if I was to go here, I get 9 money, which is effectively 3 points. So that's easy. That's a 3-point move. If I go there, and the chances are, no, I am then going to get that back. Whereas if I went here, I'd get 3 money. Somebody would come back and I'd do a corporation action, but I'm not sure. So all I could do as a corporation action would be to move that up to, which is an extra 2 points. So I think my best bet is this. I think it works out at 3 points either way. Yeah, the other option is taking the tourist, but the tourist is only worth 1 point. So I'll go here. I don't have to pay anybody anything, and I get 9 money for that. I might need the maintenance cost anyway. So that's it. We are
Excellent.
done. So
Well
maintenance.
done, everyone.
We don't need to bother with the maintenance for there. We don't need to bother with the maintenance for there. We do for there. I have 2 tourists. They go back. I get 2 points.
Oh, I've got 3 for 3 points.
Rob,
Rob's got 2.
Oh, did you do me, Paul?
I've done
Oh,
yours.
thank you.
For 2 points.
You get 2 points. Right. Next, craters. So that I'm hoping goes to me. This has got to go to pink.
Cute.
This goes to me. This has got to be green,
Thank you.
and this one has got to be you. Right. Rearrange your people, and then get income. So I'm going to leave mine where they are. I get no income.
6.
2 titanium, not that's going to make any
Well,
difference.
that's 20 maintenance. Pay.
6 money, which will make some difference.
So I've got to put these here, really.
In terms of upkeep, 3, 7,
So Rob, you're getting 6 money.
Yeah.
13, 14, 15, minus 6,
yes.
9.
Okay, and then so you get your 6 money for your income, and then maintenance.
Yeah.
Mine works
So
out
minus
9.
6 maintenance.
That
I've paid
cancels
20.
itself out. 3, 4, 5.
So 14.
That's a good job that I
I
got that
actually
9
managed-
money at the end.
I actually managed to do a maintenance phase without the
Without the
reputation.
Nice. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right. So we've all paid our final maintenances. Right, end of the game scoring. So your project cards. I get 10 points.
Oh, I should have gained this from income.
You should have
14,
done.
14 for me,
6
so
more points.
20.
15, 16 for me.
Thank you. Which one are we doing?
Did you get your 6 rep? In the
No,
income
I haven't
phase?
done that yet. No.
Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Your maintenance costs are now 1 higher.
So
Each
that's
pay one more
that's
money.
pay 1 more money.
Okay, so we've done income.
Well,
We've done maintenance. We're now doing end of game scoring. So the face value, face printed value on all of your cards,
17.
17.
done mine.
Is that including any extras, or
Yes.
so I get another 6 then for this? 'Cause it's 1 point for each one of these.
Okay.
It's there.
Right. Laboratories. I have 2 people in this laboratory, which is 5, and 1 person there, which is 2. So I get
Let's
7
do that,
points.
Let's go.
10. Sorry.
So
10 for Rob,
Yeah.
20 for Chris.
Very
Yeah.
good.
I got one. I could have built that if I hadn't done the build action and got 10 points from it.
Reputation. So Bill and Rob get 15 each. Chris, you get 13, and I get 10. 3. And then scoring corporation. So I'm going to score that at this point. So it's 2 points for every project I funded. I get 6 points.
I've got
0, I think.
Anything?
I've got 2 for each of these that have a.
Which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 10 points.
Yeah, well done.
And is that it?
I am officially rubbish at this game.
We're done. The winning score is 112, which is interesting because the winning score this afternoon was 110.
Yeah.
So, yeah, close. Now, I don't know what's happened to the stream. Is the stream still working? Okay, it looked like it had timed out. Are we still live? Is anybody watching? Are we still live? Hopefully it's working okay. Yeah, seems okay. Okay, I just panicked there because my other screen went blank. So, 112. Well done, Chris. Rob, second. 147.
97.
Sorry, 100 and,
97.
sorry, 97. Then me with 92.
And me with
Bill with
88.
88. So,
Mm.
as I mentioned at the start, this is a sponsored playthrough. So we're not going to give our opinions on the game, but we can talk about how that game went. I was sure Rob was going to win.
Really?
Yeah,
You were just-
always.
Although you were on no points,
Yeah.
you were building up an engine. You were getting so many people. before going into the last round, I had one
Yeah.
person in my base.
Yeah.
I was getting no income. I was getting no benefits. I was getting no bonuses. I got no discount on this. And I just didn't seem to be doing anything. Whereas you seem to be buying cards, doing this, doing that. You had loads of stuff going on.
Stretched too thin.
I wasn't keeping an eye on Chris. You obviously
Yeah.
played a better game because
Yeah.
you won by. So what was it that you did?
Completely different this afternoon. I think I did a lot more research this time and managed to just get the end of game scoring a bit to work with these goals for that at the right time, and then
So
this
you
one
got-
at the right time.
You got the big goal on this one.
Yeah.
And you got the big goal
Yeah,
on this
yeah.
that
one.
was huge.
You didn't get this one at all.
No,
You didn't need it.
no. But then like getting that extra kind of 15 points at the end just kind of sealed it off, I guess.
That
But
last move was a.
managing to get the right people at the right time to get like the 20 points there as well. But I built one of those for free at a
Yeah.
point where I was like, I've already got lots of blue to fill that, and I can get my yellows to fill.
These laboratories are
Right.
interesting because the workshops give you the in-game benefit.
That's right,
And
yeah.
they're all
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
Whereas the laboratories, that's 20 points.
Yeah.
20 points at the end of the game.
Yeah.
Whereas you got none for your laboratory.
And then
Yeah.
in the last game, I got quite a few in the last game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Two people built their
Yeah.
headquarters and fully populated their headquarters. So that actually did get you lots of points at the end.
Never used the ability. No.
Didn't use the ability.
I think like you did in this game, I did this afternoon, and I didn't use any. I think I did one to chain with my like person, and then today I just managed to get those three out at the right times as well. That was helping
Yeah.
to not have to pay, or I didn't really use this one, even though I got people in it, but that just helped a bit.
This is really good. I just didn't want to use it until I'd built the headquarters. And then just because of the game, the way the game went, i.e. Chris building workshops right next to my domes, I couldn't generate enough. And then there was the point where I was so close to building the headquarters and I made a conscious decision I'm going to build a laboratory instead. And at that point,
Yeah.
I had no resources. But this one with the headquarters means that I can, every turn, I can swap one of my astronauts with one from there for free. And that gives me a lot more colour flexibility.
Yeah, I missed. I was short by one again for that one. It was just I wanted to get the laboratory out as well, but I thought those comboed really well for Chris though. I mean, because those were really useful. I mean, they're useful things anyway, aren't they? I mean, I didn't have any
But I did that
end
in
of
the last
game
game. I
scoring.
came third.
Yeah,
I got 6 of those in the last game and came third. This game I left it too late because I wanted to get just the goal for having 2. But by the time we got to round 3, they're so expensive. I ended the game with these 4 blue. Well, that's a waste of actions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just had a ton of titanium that I was stockpiling.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting because I know we've got 7 corporations to explore.
We've only used 3.
But I'd be really happy to explore this combination again.
Yeah.
I mean, there's still a lot more to figure out. And
It's not like once you've played
No,
these 3, that's
certainly
it.
not.
The game is
No,
solved
yeah.
because you can go about. You've got a number of different strategies within what you build up. And in the last game, I built 5 domes and was getting various bonuses from there.
And there's a surprising amount of subtle interaction.
There's a
isn't there?
lot.
Yeah.
There's a
Yeah.
lot
It
going
didn't
on.
place very well here at all. I mean, it didn't exploit like the long, rows.
In my defence,
Yeah.
I got screwed here. So I got screwed first.
You did. You got
First by
robbed.
Chris putting that there because I was about to get 2
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
And then you put that there, which meant you got those 2 people, but it also meant, and then you went there. So my nice long row, then suddenly you went there. And it's like, oh, so that nice long row is actually good for me to activate because I get 3 things, but I'm never going to get them back.
I think I worked out better in this game how to build the right thing at the
Yeah.
right time
Yeah.
to get people and that side of it.
And the thing is, a lot of people don't like games where there is take that element to the game. So you put in that there, it hurt me a lot, but you didn't do it to hurt me. You did it because if you do it, you get all the bonuses.
Yeah.
So actually, you're doing it to really help yourself. And the fact that, oh, I'm taking them off somebody else. Well, that's just how it is. But it's nice to have a Euro game where it has that element of player interaction in it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Certainly, no one could describe it as multiplayer solitaire.
No,
No.
no, absolutely
No.
not. And you've got this part of the board, which is where there is this, as you say, the interaction, sometimes subtle, sometimes not. But you've also got this, because you might not have seen this watching, but all of us were keeping an eye on the other players for like, oh, he's. I think he's going to do that, so I need to do that before he does that.
Yeah.
And there was quite a bit of that with regards to the experiments, particularly completing these and
total number of
racing
workers
groups.
available. I mean, I knew I could just get that last one there. I knew I was going to be safe with that.
Yeah,
But it was a close run thing.
it was. Right, so congratulations again
Yeah, well
to
done,
Chris,
Chris. Awesome.
for the win.
Yeah.
Thank you to everybody who's been watching us live. A big thank you to Matthew, Flavian and Fabio for joining us from the publishers and the designer. Really appreciate your support. And thank you to everybody else who's been watching live. And let me know in the comments if this has helped you make a decision on whether it's the kind of game for you. I think for some people, it may be a little long and it may be a bit complex. If you like this length and if you like this complexity of game, then yeah, I think this might be a game for you. It is out already. I believe it is out in the UK and people can buy it. I don't know about anywhere else in the world, but yeah, there you go. That is Shackleton Base. We're all done. Thank you to you three for joining
Thank
me.
you.
Well, no, thanks, Paul.
We'll see you next time. Cheers, everyone.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.